Hi. um. So the quality is not the best right now, guys. I'm sorry. There is only so much one can do, you know, and that's really all I've done to say. Yeah. I gotta find the charging port for my microphone and go from there. Find that charging cord, and then I'm gonna get that charging. Um. But yeah, I have sent the link for people to join for the Magic Bird Prince Direct. Just to let you guys know now, we're working on it. Sorry about that. It's crazy that this thing's got. I mean, it's got a loud fan, but not much has changed. I'm not a big fan of the StreamYard stuff. But yeah, so this is the Magic Jared Prince Direct. We're going to be going over what's the plans for the year. Let's get it.
Oh, hello. Is my microphone working?
All right, that's right. I have this tab muted. Traintimeboy, give me just a moment. Entertain the chat while you're at it. Yeah.
Entertain the chat.
Just a moment.
I don't think there's anybody in the chat, but I have the stream open on another tab on another device, and I don't think anybody else is here. Okay, there is someone here. Okay, hi, I'm entertaining, apparently. Yeah, that's pretty much about all I can say to that. There's nothing I really have to contribute to that, to the entertainment of the chat. Magic J Road. Um, he's a serial killer. Yeah, I'm gonna spread misinformation. That's what I'm gonna do. Magic J Road has been quoted saying that he wants to take over Canada. He wants to annex Toronto, and he wants to steal France. He wants to take over Turkey and Australia, and he wants to take New Zealand. He wants to take all the kiwi birds. Um, he wants to start another emu war. He wants to tell everybody that he thinks that Australia and New Zealand are the same thing. Totally, yeah. Totally. I don't know what he's doing, but I can't hear him. So, does he know? Does he know we can't hear him, or is that part of what he's trying to? That's a. I'm gonna put the blind person emoji in chat because that makes sense. Totally. Yeah, that's completely logical. I don't see anything wrong with what I just did. The blind person emoji was definitely needed in the chat. Poultry leg. Yeah, that was definitely needed in the chat as well. Yeah. Okay. A vaguely Taj Mahal looking building. Yeah. Makes complete. Whoa. Okay, Jack was quote. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Okay, we just need the thread emoji going on in the chat. That makes sense to me. It makes complete sense. Yarhar. Recycling minus lipstick. Rocks the clock. Jacko Squatch. I've been told to entertain the chat, and I am to the best of my ability. There's no equal sign in here, is there? Oh, there is. Okay, recycling minus lipstick equals chains. That makes complete sense.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hey, you're alive again. I totally. Oh, and Rue's here too.
Guys, give me just a moment. I'm kind of working on something real quick. Gotta find headphones and then a charging cord for said headphones. So give me just a moment. Y'all entertain while I do that. Yeah.
I've just been sending emojis and
Blow up a toaster.
spreading false information about J Road.
Well, then that's too bad, Julie. Get to work. I can send you the link if you want to join too.
I don't really know what I'm supposed to do to quote unquote entertain the chat. Maybe I'll just show something copyrighted and get the stream taken down. That'd be funny. That'd be funny. I can imagine.
Have you guys seen this gorilla named Big Finger?
What? Oh my god!
There's this cool gorilla I found named Big Finger.
I've never heard of Big Finger the gorilla. No, I'm not aware.
I'm gonna post it in the Discord real quick.
I don't think I need to experience Big Finger the gorilla.
No, look at it. It's Big Finger.
Fine. I'm looking. Oh, good lord. That's certainly a gorilla. He doesn't compare to Harambe though. That's all I can really say.
I mean, it's Big Finger. It's Big Finger. I think the chat would like to see Big Finger, but I don't know how to do that.
How are you going to display Big Finger?
I don't know.
There we
That's the
go.
problem.
Big finger in the chat. There we go. I'd use headphones, but my headphones that I use got destroyed in an airport. So, I should link up my YouTube.
Oh, they're dead. So this one time I was working at Walmart, and it was my first job. I only lasted like 2 days because reasons, but basically there was this guy in the back. He did like the sorting shit. He like sorted shit in the back. He was insane, to say the least. He thought that he could like teleport, and like he thought that like Freddy Fazbear and all the FNAF stuff was real, and he was trying to convince everyone else that it was real, and all of the older staff was just like, "Oh yes, sweetie, it's real." And I just kind of had to play along because I was scared to tell him anything. And I just, it was just so surreal being there. Uh, one time, and I'm gonna say this now, he stank. He was a stinky man. You could smell him from like a block away. The fucking look. I see you looking. Yes. This is you want me to entertain the chat. I'm telling you my trauma that I have experienced. But yeah, it's just like this man.
Okay, there is two of me now. One's muted, one's not. Okay.
Okay, I'm alive again. Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Bazinga.
Ah, Bazinga.
All right. Well, I am in the floor currently looking for a cable. I'm gonna go ahead and go over what we got up to this year. So, Magic J Road Prince grew as a company, joined with some pretty cool peeps, and started working for the company known as Trainlab. Um, I also co-created a product with Trainlab, and we just finished the final prototype today. It should start popping up on Trainlab stores here soon. Very few people know about said product, and once it pops up on the store, I think we should be able to kind of do just a little bit more revealing with it. Probably get a pre-order. We got to tinker with it some and go from there. This year, plans are to bring the store back to full capacity. Means all of the engines in my Tomy catalog will be available for sale. Um, there will be limited quantities of each one, except for the Tomy Duck Oliver, the Tomy Duck and Olivers, the Daisy, all the bigger known engine models that we have. I mean, if I can, yeah. Uh, I'll try. I'll try, Julie. Okay, I'll try and put your mail vans on the shop. If I do get around, cause see, I got to work with I got to work something out to be able to put it on the shop. Because as of right now, I formed a copyright for my store. So technically, forming a copyright for my store has put it to the point to where I'm not sure if I can put other people's things that they've made on my store. Um, and currently with the whole custom Trackmaster situation, I'm not sure how sales are gonna do from here until whatever is supposed to happen happens. I think mail vans though will be pretty nice to have on the store. Considering I don't know, Julie, did you ever reveal the mail vans? I don't think you did. I don't remember.
When are we getting the female vans? I think is the better question.
Yeah, that is a good question. Um,
Yo,
yeah.
Tomy Sam, when, huh? Huh? When's Tomy Sam for your store? Yeah, that's
Imagine
totally.
trying to make a bit or make a fucking Allegheny class steam locomotive.
It would probably have to be like two different shells on like. I would say the easiest shell to use would probably, or the easiest chassis to use would probably be the Revolution's chassis, and just like make two different shells for that.
Or you do something tender powered. I
That too.
mean, I've seen who was it that did it? It was Trackmaster
Productions
Tetra Happy.
2016.
Trackmaster Tetra Happy. They're making a big boy, but instead of it being the full size big boy, it's a Tomy themed big boy. So it's got two swivel chassis of 4 wheels on each. So not for a total of 8, but just for a total of 4. So
Yeah.
the entirety of the model will be 3D printed, and which is crazy is that they've got an entire like American diesel locomotive fleet, 3D printed and everything off of a little small like Ender. I want to say it looks like just a baseline Ender 3. Baseline Ender 3s are pretty cool. That's what I have. But yeah. Local study, guy in your server. Oh, cool. Indeed.
Are we doing like? Are we doing it where we're announcing in like rounds, where it's like you announce one thing and then someone else announces another thing?
Yeah, we can do that because at some
Okay.
point I will get ready to announce the biggest project or the two biggest projects of this year.
I'm gonna take a bet. Let's take bets. I'm betting that the project is a 324 feet long Tomy track. Betting it 100%. Bet it all.
I think it's gonna be a Trackmaster scaled big finger.
Good God, no.
um.
God, I hope not.
So I was asked of today to make. Weirdly enough, I think I'll go ahead and announce the first thing. So by June 2025, I should have a modern Playrail chassis Hero. I had somebody ask me for Hero earlier today, and I was thinking that would be a fun project to do. Not only that, they wanted it. My brother absolutely loves the Japanese D51s. So a Hero, it probably would have the same like Trackmaster proportions, kinda. Because I don't know why. I like Trackmaster Hero better than I do Playrail Hero. Like, while yes, Playrail Hero is based off of the pre-existing uh, D51 mold, I personally like the Trackmaster one because the Trackmaster one is show accurate. And
Finally, someone
that's
understands that. Yeah.
like it's not like Playrail Hero is bad. I
I
love my
mean,
Playrail
Playrail
Hero.
Hero also okay. Playrail Hero has the neutral face because they sent Playrail the CGI mesh before they had rigged anything. So
Yeah.
that's why his face is like that, and they've never
Yeah, because
changed
Hero,
it.
not even a year. I want to say it's all like 5 months after Hero the Rails came out. Playrail Hero existed. I think it's wild to think that Tomy has been on their A game with engines from the show. Basically when Yongbao came out and went as an actual character instead of just a background character, they brought Yongbao to the lineup, and then they brought Gina at the same year of her Big World Big Adventure special, and then Hong Mei and Rajiv didn't come until towards the end of Big World Big Adventures, which I thought was crazy.
I don't think Rajiv counts. He's just a freaking truck in Playreal.
Hey, he's still pretty cool though. But I will say the only one that actively works like that, I want to say, is probably Philip or Theo. Because I want Theo so bad, but trying to find Theo is the problem.
Even on Bai, he's fucking impossible to find.
I mean, you could just buy one of Rue's Fergus's and paint it like Theo. Genius move.
Wait a minute, Root. You literally could just make Theo.
I could, but at the same time, I'm also very lazy. So, and that would also require me printing with colors that I do not own currently. So,
Well, just make one for me. That's the only one. That's the only thing I need you to do is just make one for me. You don't have to sell it.
true.
Are we about to make like a favor triangle? Like Jay asks Rue for like, hey, can you make this? And then Rue asks me, hey, can you make this? And then I'll ask Jay Road, hey, can you make this? It just goes in a circle over and over again.
That would be something.
I mean, Rue, when do you think you'll be doing you'll be releasing your Percy?
Oh, yeah. Well, that wasn't the thing I was gonna announce that later, but yeah, I guess I'll announce that now.
Oh
Yeah,
fuck, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I'm releasing a more accurately scaled Percy for Trackmaster that uses, I believe it's the L motor. I don't know what the different motor types are called, but
Flat drive unit.
yeah, it's the flat drive unit Percy. That it's shorter than Thomas and makes it look a lot less stupid looking, in my opinion.
Thomas honestly needs shortened, and I think that's going to be my next project, is shortening Thomas.
I personally, on one hand I agree, but on the other hand, I honestly kind of like how long he is in Playrail. It's just that the Percy, I feel like being the same length is just kind of not it.
Oh yeah, see, like
Okay,
I thought
but
about
on
making
that though, you know what I just realized? Because I was thinking about that the other day in the model series, and this is something that no one calls attention to, but Percy and Thomas are almost the same length. And, like that he didn't become like shorter than him until like 2000 and like 12 or not, or 2009. So like all the toys are just
Yeah, but here's the thing about Percy. Percy is really not that much smaller than Thomas, even in the show. He's smaller. He's smaller height wise, and maybe like if it was like real life standards, the CGI transfer basically is what is basically what killed Percy, honestly, in size, whatnot. Because trying to make the CGI Percy in the new way that they were doing all the engines, like, don't get me wrong, that new update that they did was pretty nice. All right, what is this? Do you prefer the side rods the modern Gordon has, or the old ones he and Henry had? I don't know if I'm the only one, but I'm not the largest fan of the new rods. I like the new rods personally, just because they actively have the outside cylinder detail on them for the expansion link and stuff like that. Speaking of which, I have 3D modeled those. I have also 3D modeled Thomas side rods that actually have the little what's the thing? The little like knob right there in the center of the that attaches the side rod to the wheel. The crank pin. Yeah, that. The crank pins. I have modeled the middle crank pin on Thomas side rods. I actually have a red pair of those I made today, so I could put it on my Thomas model. Because I've got 2 different variants of a Thomas model that I made. One for the actual Thomas chassis, and then one for the modern Playrail chassis, which has honestly become my favorite Thomas because it feels more like an E2 that way. And then I've made Percy side rods, specifically that my Percy uses. And what else did I make? I made Edward and Oliver side rods. And then I made some modifications for 040 side rods that go for the new Playrail chassis, specifically for Edward. And then I've made 040 outside cylinder side rods that my H1 Atlantic uses. Thoughts on the motorized Thomas leak? All right, guys, let's be real here. That motorized Thomas leak is something that I think we've needed for a long time now. If they were going to update the range, that's what Thomas should have looked like. Go full CGI size, make them look interesting, you know? Make it a legacy toy line like Transformers is basically becoming. Because I don't know if anybody has noticed, but Transformers is basically at its wit's end. TF1 didn't do very well. One of the new Transformers projects just got canceled or discontinued or canceled or whatever. Yeah, that was kind of upsetting to find out that Transformers 1 flopped when I loved the movie. But hey, it's whatever. Anyway, what is it?
I'm about to destroy your perception. Check the
Okay.
disc. Took me a
Check.
second to find these pictures.
Actually, they look to be about the same height because
About the same, yeah.
yeah, about the same height. Percy's cab's probably just a little bit taller for the clearance of the whistle to be below the top
But
of
like
the
that's
cab.
just weird though, that like in the entire model series he was huge and no one really caught on to it.
Oh no, Model
Yeah.
Series Percy was absolutely huge.
Oh. Although even though he was too huge, like you still don't think of him as like bigger, so it's it's still weird to like see the um uh when like toy lines get the sizes all goofy.
I've
Do you
been
guys
thinking about
Oh, and then yeah, so Rue did his announcement for Percy. Traintimeboy, it's your turn. Announce something.
announcements? Let's see, what should I let's see, what's something that I can say that I haven't already. Okay, so this is something that I haven't posted any progress pics of yet, but it will be coming later this year. Um, Trackmaster Revolution, like narrow gauge engines, because the only narrow gauge engines Revolution ever did was Luke in an RC form, a really crappy Victor, and Freddy for no reason. So
I thought that was
those-
fucking hilarious when they did Freddy. When they announced it, I could not handle it. I fucking lost it.
all of those Trackmaster Revolution Freddy's just ended up being harvested like Frankenstein's for Coldy Customs. But those will be coming sometimes this year, sometime later this year, not for a while. But I will say though the first one that will probably come out is going to be Scarloey, probably, or like Renee's.
Honestly, I think to be fair, since I have a surplus of those chassis specifically, I think what we'll do is I know it's not hard to remove the front wheels and actively try to make accurate looking wheel arrangements for these characters. So I think what we could do is actively try, because see, I find that it's hilarious. You could probably. They also made a Take and Play Freddy in 2015. That is true.
Yeah,
They did make them.
why did Freddy exist for like all of a sudden? Like,
Because they wanted to bring Freddy back. I think Sam
they wanted to bring
Wilkinson,
all of them back, but they couldn't. Like they
like
wanted to bring.
Duncan didn't make it back. Duncan was supposed to be in Blue Mountain Mystery, but didn't make it back until season,
And
18.
the reason he wasn't in it was because Douglas on the Teleclane was being overhauled. So
Exactly. So they didn't get Duncan's model done until by the time season 18 hit.
I still think it's crazy that they didn't just like go off of pictures though.
Yeah,
Like
but
I feel like they could.
did you know that Blue Mountain Mystery was actually not made in 2012 and was made in 2010?
I mean, yeah, movies take a while to produce.
No, this movie was done in 2010.
Really?
Once the show switched to CGI, they absolutely blasted through seasons 1 through 6, or like the first 4 seasons of the new CGI era, 13 to 7 or 13 to 16. Yeah, 13, 14, 15, 16. Blasted through 4 seasons and 3 specials. Hero of the Rails was made first before season 13 started being made. That's why some designs changed from the movie to season 13.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nitrogen Studios' working conditions were horrible. That's the only reason they pumped out so much. Like, guys, if you know about the nitrogen working conditions, you know that there was no way in hell that these people were actively being treated fairly. So it makes sense why why the animation felt rushed, because I mean it was. They rushed the animation because they wanted something done. They didn't want to wait for it, and by the time Series 12 came out, believe it or not, Stardust Pictures did most of the animation for Season 12. The only thing that was done by Nitrogen was the directing. Stardust did all the animation. Nitrogen did the directing. Anyways, to announce the next project I'm working on a accurately sized Henry body shell for the track or for the play rail range, because I always thought it was dumb that they made Henry smaller than Gordon. Like, what was the point? You literally could have just reused Gordon's chassis. He's the only one who uses that chassis. No one else does. Every single modern play rail shell chassis is the same after 2018 minus Gordon. Gordon is the only one that has one that's separate. And the reason I found this out was because 2018 and 2019 were the reformative years of play rail with their flat drive unit, or their not their flat drive unit, their modern chassis, because they were reusing chassis that they had just made for their high-speed engines and modified them for the Player Thomas engines, because of something to do about being greener and whatnot, and C-cell batteries and D-cell batteries, the big chunkin batteries. There was an issue with it because Playrail's gone and removed all of their C battery engines from their lineup.
Except Toby.
Except Toby. Toby is the only one, and the reason why Toby is because they haven't found a good way to redesign Toby yet.
Because he's just perfect. there's
Toby
nothing wrong.
and Emily are two of the characters that have not changed since their debuts.
Yeah, they're fine. I mean, I can't think of like anything like.
Well,
the only
okay,
thing
I
they
can't
could've
say
done
Emily didn't change. Emily kind of did.
Yeah.
Her face changed slightly. Toby is the only one who has actively stayed the same since 1997. And the reason why Toby stayed the same is because Toby was literally perfect. Now they wanted to modify Toby just slightly, so where it wasn't actually a C battery that you used to power him. They were going to probably include an adapter within Toby itself that's actually modeled into Toby's chassis that just holds a AA battery. There's one on Thingiverse you can download.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
I thought that was pretty cool.
I almost made one of those for my Derek, but then I figured out how to get around that.
I was going to make one. And I was actually going to download the one on Thingiverse and print a whole bunch of them because I need them. Because I have quite a few C battery engines that need them. And then kind of to go with Henry, my Gordon is going to be elongated to fit on the Playrail 2-speed chassis. So Gordon can go fast speeds. There will be a Scotsman variant too that comes out. I think that's really about it for that one. Rue, your turn.
You guys remember Alfred? Yeah, I'm making that guy.
Like the B12?
Yeah.
I actually have a pre-made B12 file if you want it. You can tinker with it.
No, I've already finished mine. Basically, I just need to print it out and print it out in mass, and then I'll be good. But yeah, I'm
What chassis
making.
you using?
It's gonna be using the what's it called? The modern play rail chassis.
So the one I've been using for most of my engines. All right. Yeah, I had made one weirdly enough that actually goes on that chassis too.
Yeah, cause it's genuinely just the best chassis for like mid-sized tender engines. I feel like, because you get like I don't know,
I
it's
mean,
something
man,
about it. It's just easier to use than the other ones.
I've made engines 1 through 5 on that chassis. Like weirdly enough, the only reason why Thomas translated well was because E2s are huge.
Originally, my Ginty was gonna use that chassis, but
Wait,
I
what
I
chassis?
found out the hard way that the modern play rail chassis, but I found out the hard way that it's actually very difficult to make a tank engine on that chassis.
I don't know. I made it work.
You have to make like the bunker really high, and it's just it doesn't. I don't think it looks as good.
Or either you make the bunker high, or you make it jut out, or
Yeah,
from the back just a little more. And that's when you could like include a longer coupler for somebody to replace the regular coupler with. Like
yeah, true.
the length of the all engines go motorized couplings. You know what I think is crazy is that we're getting longer couplings for the motorized leak,
Really?
and we're still keeping the longer couplings, and I really think we should just go back to the original couplings.
I
But
mean, I
part of
can't.
me thinks Mattel probably lost the file for the original couplings.
Like the tooling.
Yeah, the tooling
Oh,
itself.
that's right, because they don't use they don't they used the freaking like molded in
Yeah,
couplers.
for all the rolling stock uses molded in couplings in the back. And the front couplings, they have weirdly enough, the front couplings are like the
The
front
swivel.
tender engine powered tender engine couplings. I mean, either they've got that circle and then it's the coupling itself. I 3D designed one this morning because I needed one. Did I hear the mention of all engines go? Yes, Mega Hedgehog, you did. Or, well, I know you as Doug. Everybody else knows you as Mega. Anyways, yes, you did hear the mention of all engines go. Just solely for the fact that the engines have longer couplings for no damn reason. Oh, and for who all is here, if you use a code TrainLab15 on the TrainLab website, you get 15% off.
Wow.
Yeah, we're talking. Well, I mean, the adapters are already cheap as is. It's easier to buy from the website because the website gets same day shipping. Amazon takes days to ship out the product, and that's what always bothers me because one, I love Amazon to death, being able to buy everything I need from there. Like the metal axles for the engines, you can buy them. Someone on Amazon sells them. The gears for play rail are sold on Amazon, but I can 3D print those as much as I want. Uh, Gosh, what else? Yeah. Anything else to go with your announcement, Rue?
Uh, it's currently I'm making my own personal one, but I don't actually have a complete chassis of the modern play rail variety. So I'm kind of just hodgepodging together whatever I can to make it work, but it's working so
Do you
far.
still have that Rebecca you got off of Bai?
I do, but I also don't want to really use that one.
Well, her play rail chassis is the same as like James and Edward and all of them.
But I like my Rebecca. I don't
Well,
want to
yeah,
mess up my Rebecca.
you're just using the chassis as a test until you
Well,
can go buy a James.
oh well, it's not the fitting that's the problem. I'm saying like I'm making like an actual full model of them, like a complete one.
Like he's gonna paint it up.
Yeah, like a personal use one.
I'm going to eventually design that play rail chassis. So
Because look, that thing literally the connections for the I can buy the whole connection for the Playrail chassis on Amazon for cheap. So literally, the modern Playrail chassis is so versatile and so simple that making anything for it, because once you make one engine, you're done. You can make so many more that way. Like I was able to modify the Henry running board from Gordon's, and I made Thomas's running board from James's running board. I mean, it's like James and Thomas are the same length. I thought about making Thomas just a little longer to compensate for the bunker, but I was able to get the bunker to work, so I wasn't too worried about it.
Not just get around the bunker problem and all together by giving him a tender. Just give Thomas a tender. Most genius
Yeah, make Thomas the
tender
tender.
engine. The E2 tender engines, totally.
Yeah. But see, I mean, you also got to think about it like this too. You can, I mean, the main reason why it's a little harder to make the bunkers for tank engines on those chassis is one, it's the switch cover, the little screwed in switch holder that holds the back of the chassis together. Just 3D print a new one. Make one that's smaller and actually doesn't cover the actual back terminal, but still covers the switch.
True.
Which is exactly what I did and what I include with my Gordon shells when I sell them. If I sell them, I don't know if Gordon's gonna be, because Gordon still needs modifications. I love my Gordon, but he needs work. I think when I finish Henry, I'll probably print him out, try and find a good Playrail color. To green, I've got an apple barrel color that matches the Playrail green really well, but it's just still kind of worries me. Got an entire entire roll of wood filament that I have no use for just yet, because I haven't designed anything to be made with wood yet. I thought about making the coaches in wood just to have a little something, but I don't know just yet. I need to get that. I need to go buy some more boxes because I'm out of boxes. Good thing Walmart is a blessing. My wife works there, so I get discounted stuff. Boxes. All right, Traintimeboy. If you have anything else you want to announce next, go ahead.
Here. Let me think about what I've got cooking up. Hold on, let me take a look at all the stuff I've got like coming out later. To just because I've got a lot that's up and coming. I guess I'll announce another engine. Some people in like some Discord servers already know about this, but I am working on a Vinny for the modern Playrail, like James chassis and all that. And he'll come with his tender too. He's not super far into development, and he's going to be a pain in the butt because Vinny is streamlined and he has a very specific shape to him. That's like I could do it, but like I'm gonna have to really figure out how to make it scale to Trackmaster. But
If you
he's
need to use like if you own Trackmaster Connor, which not a lot of people do.
I own I own 3/4 of the bottom half of the Trackmaster Connor chassis.
You know what's crazy is I don't own Connor at all, but I have Caitlin.
Yeah, I have like just the very bottom of Connor, but Connor's streamlining is different to Vinny's as well, anyways. But yeah, Vinny, he's definitely gonna be very heavily made in Blender. Um, yeah, and another thing, this isn't an announcement. This is just a reminder, like you were doing with the Train Lab discount thing. But guys, I mean, my giveaway thing is still up. That's submission. You still got time to put in an entry. I'm just saying, y'all. Just gotta go over my channel and check out that video, y'all. I mean, it's right there. The big finger thing was it says it's cool. That was the gorilla's name, I think.
Yeah, big finger.
Yeah, Big Finger supports the Traintimeboy 3D print giveaway.
There's supposed to be a Magic J Road Prince giveaway at some point. I just have to get my hands on those models.
I already did mine.
You did.
So I don't really know what to say. I already did mine.
This is the first giveaway I've done. Shameless plug. Yeah, totally.
Um. Anything else to go on with what you just announced?
Nope. Just like I said, just that he's coming and that he's in progress.
He's coming eventually. I
Yeah.
don't know what eventually means, but that sounds very, very long.
You see, guys, that's funny because like a funny blue guy says that in a movie about magic and
A
sugar.
movie that everyone fucking hates for some goddamn reason.
Yeah. But Vinny will be
I can't believe the
sometime.
conductor guy. I can't believe the
Hopefully,
conductor guy pulled that prop gun out of nowhere.
hopefully Vinny will be up for sale within the next month and a half. That's all I can.
Why don't you give yourself a little bit more time, bud? I'd say
Here's
2
my
months.
strat. Here's my strat. I just never give deadlines for most things because, yeah, I don't think deadlines are good for most businesses unless it's like almost finished. Like it's like needs like 2 more things done, and then it's
Right.
like, yeah, you can fucking whatever. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, a lot of my stuff, I just kind of like absolutely send it on, and I'll just like do nothing but work on that.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I can be like that, but then sometimes it's like, okay, guys, I've got one more thing to change. It'll be available tomorrow, and then I have to go through like a million more prototypes just to like get that one thing just right. What type of magic movie?
Uh,
I'm giving them
a
a
story about trains, folks far apart, and the
There you
magic
go.
railroad that brought them together. The meth kind, thanks.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Are we Walter Whiting this shit now? Don't answer that question. Because I know the response.
Walter.
We, or I think
Yeah.
honestly, more or less, I probably should have made this more of like a future endeavors direct, kind of more than just the 3D modeling stuff. Because I forgot there was a couple big announcements for my series this year. But oh well, I'll talk about that in a little bit. So next thing I had, I think, to put on the table really was I think I'm gonna design Bill and Ben. I think I'm gonna make a 3D printed Bill and Ben. And I just think honestly, Bill and Ben would be nice 3D models to have because people have issues finding Donald and Douglas and finding Bill and Ben. I think Donald and Douglas honestly is what needs to be made next. So honestly, I can modify a James shell and literally have Donald and Douglas made in 24 hours.
Just absolutely send it. Like
Like
just go for it.
like Donald and Douglas, I could literally have it done tomorrow.
I just came up with a funny idea for this stream, but I'll wait till it's my announcement turn again to pitch that. I have a funny idea.
A funny idea, all right. Um but yeah, it's I want to model both sets of twins this year, at least by Christmas, because that's what people Um, both sets of twins, and mainly just I want to finally get those chassis out, like the Percy chassis made. I think I'm going to start getting those battery contacts made. I can make them from brass, and brass will work just as well. Oh, Traintimeboy got disconnected again. Gosh dang it. Let me fix that.
What the heck just happened? I didn't even disconnect. I just like got sent back. What the heck?
You got sent to the Big Finger realm. He took
Here,
you
hold on.
back to his cave.
I'm banishing you to the Shadow Realm.
Again.
That's where Sir Handel went for all those seasons. He went to Big Finger's house. They were like playing cards, and he was like learning manners from him. Big Finger is a very nice gorilla. I like the idea that someone joined as I was saying that, and that's the first thing they heard.
That's funny. There we go. There he go. He's back. He's back. I'll add him back in. All right.
Bro, apparently my Streamlabs account doesn't exist anymore, and I gotta be in here like and just as a.
Damn, that's unfortunate.
Like I maybe it does exist and password's different, but so I'm stuck with the Derek Shell profile picture.
Can I tell Sir Handel that I said hi? But
I mean,
Sir
it
Handel
is a
came back
gorilla.
from the Shadow Realm. Sir Handel's not there no more. Novel series Sir Handel's probably still there, but he's probably dead.
Oh my goodness, the Bachman's handle looks so good.
Bachman's last few models have been freaking.
Even though they kind of threw in way too much teleclin detailing, and it's really, really obvious that they just want to make a Sir Hayden. And even like when during the Thomas Tuesday yesterday, Doug Blaine accidentally said at the very end, so that was the Sir Hayden announcement, everybody. So I'm convinced that Sir Hayden is like already like 90% done, like being modified.
Edward Thomas, Dalgok, and Sir Hayden are already made. All they had to do was make different painted samples. That's all it was. They removed
for
the
all the
face.
smoke box store. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I heard that the Taliclin Scarloey, weirdly enough, did really well with sales. That's why they continued to make the other ones. And see, they're not just selling them on Bachman Europe.
Bachman.
Buckum.
They're just not selling them on Bachman, Europe now. They're selling them on both websites. And see, there's a good chunk of the Thomas models that still aren't on Bachman UK's website. Like the newer releases
Duck just came out in the UK.
Exactly. Like the newer releases are in the UK. But the best place to get the newer releases is Totally Thomas. Speaking of which, All Engines Go Duck and Donald are the only two engines I don't have from the range currently that I actually want.
Yeah, I don't understand how like they exist without the freaking.
Oh, they are confirmed to be in the show for season 4. They are confirmed.
I just think that, like
Mattel kind of fucked up on that one because Mattel only makes toys for All Engines Go if they are in the show. Speaking of which, Edward apparently is supposed to get a motorized model at some point. We just don't know when. If Edward gets a motorized model, I'll buy him. I think what they'll do is they'll do just the same thing they did with Edward's push-along model and upscale it.
Really quick.
Because there's no way in the world they try and modify the James tooling they have.
No, hold on. Let me go on a rant about the freaking push along Edward, AEG Edward. They did absolutely no product testing on this because the axle housing for his front wheels literally grinds against the track. Like if it's on track, it just can't move. Like I don't even have it, but like I've seen videos, and every single person's like, "Oh my goodness, the front just like grinds along the track," like because they just made them straight axles instead of the ones that bend upward. So like you can't even use it on track.
Well, the front wheels on Hero Yongbao James, Emily. Well, I mean, Emily is 90% front wheel size. I didn't think Emily's big drive wheel was gonna be, move like you can move it. I thought it was going to be static. But no, they made Emily's drive wheel on the push along model an actual wheel that works. I mean, I think the thing is that I don't think a lot of people expected, because there's a lot of push along users out there still using Thomas Adventure's track. I mean, hell, at work we make a fucking adapter for. I mean, Trackmaster to Thomas Adventure's track. I mean, yeah, I know Trackmaster. I know the Trackmaster range already had that at one point, but the
Adventure's track
Superstation
is goated, honestly.
Adventures track. I like the Trackmaster 2 track, and that's why I like that Playrail has come out with their own version of said track in the Playrail Real Class range. Playrail Real Class is actually a pretty good subsidiary brand of Playrail itself, because the engines are powered and have inside detail.
What the heck? Oh, I didn't even know this existed. What the heck?
Playrail Real Class?
Yeah, I'm looking at this online. That's sick.
Yeah, Playrail Real
My
Class.
God, that's expensive. Holy crap.
Yep. Playrail Real Class is supposed to be, well, yes, it's still toys. It's technically geared towards older kids, model collectors, kind of. And that's kind of what I did for the Thomas models I've got here, like Thomas, Edward, Gordon, Henry, James. They're called Playrail Real Class Project Thomas.
Ooh.
So because I decided I was like, Playrail's making a realistic engine range. I'm already on the case of I've already made Edward, and I've made James. Why not make the other ones? So I made an H1 Atlantic first. He's downstairs. I'll show him off eventually.
Pretty cool.
Was the cat one in here? No, cat's not there. Okay.
Yo, Playrail Real Class Billy, when, y'all? Come on.
Billy is an engine I'd like to burn in a fire.
Playrail Real Class Philip, when, y'all? Philip can burn. I hate Philip.
I actually like Philip more than I do Billy. I tolerate him more.
Boo. Boo. Philip sucks. Philip has such an ugly design on his face too. They literally just stretched out his cheekbones.
They literally took a truck face and said, "Here you go, new character."
Pretty much. And he doesn't even okay, I can accept Hank being from the Pennsylvania Railroad, because they say oh yeah, he's a new engine, he's here, he's arrived. He arrives at the docks and he has an American accent. Philip is also from the Pennsylvania Railroad, but he just exists. We just cut to the yards one day and it's Philip is here. He's British, even though he's from Pennsylvania. And he's
Well, it's the same thing with Rosie. Rosie does not have an American accent. Now, they tried harder to give Rosie an American accent.
well, actually, I mean, Rosie would have spent most of her working life in the United Kingdom, though, I think.
No. Apparently, specifically, the engine they based off of was an American S100 class.
Yeah.
The one
S100,
specifically in the States. They pulled one from. And the only reason they did that was because.
But Rosie has a character. Philip is just, I beat you in a race one time.
Yeah, that's literally all of Philip's character, except for saving James. That was about it.
Why on earth did Philip represent Sodor at the Great Railroad Show if he's not even British? That
You know
would
what
be
my question is why didn't James crush that fucker? James is much heavier than Philip.
He was feeling nice.
It's because Philip is built out of American steel or something. I don't know.
What's the difference between American and British steel?
I don't know. The air. There's probably a lot more there's probably nitrous gases in America's air from dentist's office in going into the steel, and maybe the British airspace doesn't have as much dental gas.
You know what's funny is that I live right next to a dental office. I was actually my cat belonged to the dental office, and then the cat on Christmas came into my house and has not left.
Wow. Okay.
So the cat selection system literally chose me and my wife as
the cat distribution system. That's an amazing origin story for your cat.
yeah. Like he the week we moved into this apartment, which was back in August, he showed up for the first time, and we were told by so many people that that cat was a girl. No, that cat's not a girl. We found that out clearly. But I also ended up learning that the cat is fixed, so nothing to worry about there.
Chemical composition between metal in two regions. Maybe it depends when it was produced.
United States, stupid.
I gotta. Sorry, I had to do it.
Man, it's some damn coal fields.
All right. Are we still going with announcements or?
Yes, it would be your turn. I think.
I
thought I
haven't
did-
gone.
Yeah, Rue.
Okay, Rue. Yeah, it's your turn.
Bro, forgot Rue was here.
Old Slow Coach is one I'm making, except Old Slow Coach is gonna have a big twist. So I've been thinking about it, and I've been thinking, just making an Old Slow Coach by itself would probably not be, that exciting. So what I've decided to do, I am gonna be releasing just a normal sort of regular Old Slow Coach shell and chassis.
Yes, GWR cholesterol coaches.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a few of those, but I am also going to be making a limited run of PLA wood versions. So that would be basically wooden coaches.
So, are they going to be Trackmaster coaches, or are they going to be wooden railway coaches?
Trackmaster.
Okay.
It's going to be a Trackmaster scale, and it's going to be made out of wood PLA. So it's going to be exactly. It's going to be exactly what the regular one's going to be, except it's going to be wood PLA, which is wood infused PLA that you can basically treat like regular wood. So I think that's cool. Yeah.
That is pretty damn cool, actually. I wish I had thought of that.
It's gonna have it's gonna be multicolor also, so it's gonna have brown and the beige.
So you've got the A1 combo set, right?
Yeah,
Because I had plans on just buying the A1, but not the combo set because I had no use for the combo set.
I think the combo set has allowed me to sort of almost one up a lot of the competition in a way.
Prussia, they have Prussia has a multi color combo thing, whatever. Kind of like Bamboo has. But my boss is talking about buying a whole bunch of uh, good old X1 carbons, and we up our production scale with a whole bunch of X1 carbons. That's if my boss buys them, because my boss also owns a big newspaper company. That's how he makes most of his money. And then he does the train lab stuff just to pay for his office rent, and that's about it.
Originally, it was for his kids, but some point kids grow out of trains. Unless you're us, then that's a different story. But on a regular note, that was just something my boss had talked about, was getting more printers. And then that's when my boss basically said at some point this year I will be full-time at Train Lab so I can monitor all the printers. Because the other person my boss has got monitoring the printers doesn't really take care of them as well as I do. He's just kind of here, kind of doing the job. So it's like my boss doesn't entirely like that. But yeah, that's actually a pretty cool idea.
Yeah. I am also probably going to, just as a personal set, make some branch line coaches out of Jay's files. I'm not gonna sell them or anything. I just want a personal set out of wood PLA because I think that would look cool. But it's up to him if they want me to you do that. But you know,
I will look into it. I've got to speak with the co-creator of the files.
yeah.
Now, and is that it for your half of the for this round?
I guess so. I only really have one more announcement left after that. Maybe two.
All right. I've got at least a couple more. Anything else you got, Traintimeboy? If he's still alive.
Hello?
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 Hear me? Why'd you say
Yeah.
like it's still live? That was weird. Okay, this isn't like an announcement. This is just something funny I think we could do for the stream. Because I mean, like you said earlier, we got to keep these people in the chat entertained. So I have here two random wheels of names. One of them is times, and the other are rolling stock, various pieces of rolling stock from the show and other things. So hold on, let me when I make rolling stock, right, I always use the same truck base that I've made, unless it's for like obviously a different thing. But
Double-ended coach.
shut up. So I always use this base, and like I use it for vans and all this stuff, and like I modify it as I see fit. So
Don't worry, I'll get that chassis to you at some point so you can sell entire kits.
forgot about that. What was I talking about? Oh, right. So I thought it'd be funny if we all had to like screen share us using this, and we use the wheel of names, and then we use the time picker I have set up, and then we all have to like stream ourselves making the thing we get on that chassis like really fast.
Oh hell, that would be wow.
I just think that'd be funny. Like
That kind of actually that's a game I'd play.
the times I have set up are 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and 10 minutes. Because I feel like you could get something hilarious in 10 minutes, but you can also get something like hilarious for like a stupider reason in 2 minutes. So
I literally made the top of the new product for Train Lab in literally like a minute. It was just a box.
so here, hold on. Do you guys want to participate? Is this something that you think is funny?
Rue, what do you
guess.
think? Okay.
Okay, here, hold on. Let me really quick. Just I'm gonna leave and then I'm gonna immediately rejoin on a different device real quick. If
I'm gonna be real, I wasn't listening. I have no idea what you said.
Okay, so he's got a little game for our viewers. He's got a wheel of names of different kinds of things that we can design, and we've got a timer basically of how quickly we can design said thing.
Oh,
It's like a
That's
kind
what
of
I-
a game kind of thing.
yeah, that's what I thought it was, but I wasn't sure, so I was a little frightened. But yeah, that's what I assumed it was. Yeah, my Sony or Sony, I don't know how you say their name.
I think it's
It's
Sunny.
Wait,
Yeah, Sony is on eBay now. So yeah, if y'all
Wait,
want
here,
that,
hold on. So, here, can you both hear me on this?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Here, can you both hear me on this?
You can also hear the stream from your microphone.
Whoa.
Okay, there's the truck base. Is my thing echoing?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh crap! Hold on, I am. Oh, that's really bad too. Hold on. Wait. What? Oh, that's really bad.
All right, give me just a moment. I still need to find that USB cord I've been looking for the last 25
that-
minutes.
Ought to have fixed.
Or no.
The
I've been looking at this
issue.
since stream started. Fuck.
Can you still help me? Or can you still hear me echoing?
No.
No. No echo now.
Okay, good. Where the heck did?
Where is that 7th Chaos Emerald?
Okay, here, hold on. I
The Sonic reference is real. Hold on. I know exactly where to find the cord that I need. Just a second.
So for the purposes of this, I'm not gonna open up Blender. I'm just gonna use Tinkercad because I'm not making anything serious. So, but okay, why did this open in Microsoft Edge? What?
Wait,
Okay,
you
hold
guys
on.
use things other than Tinkercad?
Yeah.
Oh. Am I not supposed to only use Tinkercad?
I mean, you make good stuff, so I don't think it really matters. Okay, can you see this?
Hold up. See what?
Yeah, if it makes you feel any better, I actually use what's it called? Oh, wait, actually, this might not even make you feel better.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Can you put my screen share thing onto the stage?
Yes, give me just a second. There we go.
So, oh, that's weird. Okay. All right. Can you see this wheel of names?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm still trying to set up my shit. So
Okay, Roo. And we'll all like.
I miss my
start at
wife
the same
Tails. I
time,
miss her a lot.
But ooh, you get to make the elephant statue truck.
Oh dear
Okay,
God.
I do have one request. I have one request.
What's your request?
Can I replace the elephant with Big Finger?
Sure. And let's see how much time you get.
Please, dear God, let me 10 minutes.
You
In
get
5 minutes, I can make Big Finger truck in 5 minutes.
All right, go.
I don't think it's
okay, hold
go
on.
now. I think we wait. Do we wait or do we
don't
go one by
yet.
one?
Okay, now now I'm gonna spin for me.
All right, give me just a moment. I'm trying to. I will be able to spin here in just a moment. I am currently looking for something.
The giraffe wagon. Oh no. So for context, the giraffe wagon is just like a really, really like high up, like
It's
side
basically a
wagon.
Coke wagon. Hey, do you know what the Coke wagon
Yeah.
looks like?
Yeah. Okay, now how much time do I get?
I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot.
I'll be
I
back.
miss my wife, Tails. I also get 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, and I'm also gonna spin for you, J Road, but we're not doing anything yet. Quite yet. So let's see what he gets. Drum roll. Rue will give us a drum roll.
The
The TWR cake truck.
Wait, hold on. Cake truck
You know,
and Trackmaster. Oh,
yeah, it's
fuck.
like okay, it's just a block with a circular hole in it with a removable cake piece.
Oh, so
You
I'm
can
not actually making the cake. I'm making the truck.
no, you're making the cake too. Well, it's your
Fuck.
interpretation of this, I guess, but yeah,
Oh,
let's see how much time you
it's
get.
gonna be the most basic ass white shit ever.
Come on, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Oh, nice.
You can no, no
Yeah.
way. You're the last one that needs 10 minutes, bro. Come on.
Okay, look. It may look like that I know what I'm doing half the time. I'm really not. I really don't.
Okay, hold on. So when you're both ready, we all should be sharing our screen.
I don't know if it'll let me share all
Yep.
three of our.
I just
screens.
realized, how the hell am I gonna do the gorilla? Are we allowed to use 3D models, like pre-made 3D models on the internet, and just download them?
Well, okay, so you see, if you had gotten this one, pull a bunch of random files off the internet and slap them on there.
Ah,
I mean, okay, hold on. Do you want to respin? You
No,
get one
no.
respin.
I don't want to. I'm just
Okay.
asking because I'm trying
He
to
wants
think
to
of a
make
way.
he wants to make the elephant truck.
No, I really want to make this gorilla perfect. Is there, what is that thing called where you can like transfer I know there's a thing where you can make 2D images into like 3D models that are sort of just flat topology bullshit or whatever.
Do you have Microsoft Windows? You can do that in 3D Builder.
You get 5 minutes. I don't really think you have time to be converting images to Gorilla.
Well, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay.
It's like
So,
you
Rue,
get
can you
5
share your
minutes.
3D
I don't
modeling
think you have
screen?
time.
3D modeling screen. Where? How do I? Wait. How the heck? I don't. This is my first time using Streamlabs.
You just have to do the share screen thing and all that chat.
Yeah, there should be an option that says present. And
Wait, what do I have? I have to make the giraffe. Hold on, let me pull up an image of the giraffe wagon real quick as well.
Yeah, I don't
It's
even know what it
basically
looks like.
it's basically like an extended Coke wagon. Right? Yeah.
This thing. It's so stupid. Why did I put it on there? Oh, it's not even. Oh, it's. What is that?
Never mind. It's not what I was thinking it was.
What is that? I feel like that's an overscaled giraffe.
No, actually, compared to probably because British locomotives are a lot smaller than we think they are.
That's the stupidest wagon in the show.
Okay, phone is charging. I'll turn off the flashlight because I don't need it no more.
This is like the best photo I have of it.
Fun. All right.
Okay, so the gorilla. So, let me get this straight. So the what is it called? The what am I doing again? The
elephant like truck from Duncan and the Elephant. I guess you're doing a gorilla.
All right, that means I have to sign the Tinkercad. God damn it.
Oh hell yeah! I get to make this thing.
Oh, J, you don't have to use Tinkercad. I just.
Oh, I have to use Tinkercad because SketchUp won't let me import it unless as a regular model.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I can't build bases.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah, that's just like the base that I always use for. And you can make it taller, shorter. You can like remove the center.
Oh, you can't actually see the other tab I'm looking at. No, I'm looking at the runaway elephant. Okay, that's actually good.
Oh.
I can't see my other tab.
Yeah, it's a well wagon.
So have fun
Okay,
trying
so
to
I
make
have
that
to make a
eventually.
well wagon.
I mean, you could just make like a
I
slight
can still
indent
use
in the middle.
SketchUp. I just need to know the measurements.
Okay, you know what you could do? You could combine two of these together, and then you could like say like, oh yeah, you just have to put like a singular wheel into each like chassis or something, and then make it really long.
True.
But you've got 5 minutes, so I don't really think that's.
I can do. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
All right, hold on.
Okay,
Are you
I'm
sharing
gonna
your?
import this file. Give me just a second.
Okay.
What
This
even
is
were the other options for the thing?
what?
What were the other options? I
Oh,
honestly forgot.
the Carols on Wheels truck, that one brake van Percy destroys, the balloon truck, the scrap monster, the TWR cake truck, pull a bunch of random files off the internet and slap them on there, the elephant statue truck, the giraffe wagon, and an exploded tanker.
Oh God, that exploded tanker would be the death of me.
I think I'll go with the elephant.
Gorilla.
The elephant gorilla truck.
Duncan and the runaway gorilla. It sounds way funnier than the runaway elephant.
That really does sound funnier.
Are we allowed to use pre-made files we've already made?
Sure. Also, wait, hold on. Can only one person be screen sharing at once?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, weird. Okay.
I guess we'll have to go one by one then.
Well, not one by one. How about we just like swap between every once in a while, just like pull one of ours up there and or something.
82.5.
Alrighty, so someone like
40.
here, I'm gonna set a stopwatch on my phone. So are you both ready to start?
Yeah.
Give me just a moment, because I was able to go into SketchUp or into Tinkercad, and I got the measurements for the truck. So I'm gonna just recreate that little space right there of the truck. And
Wait, you're recreating it from the ground up?
no, I'm taking the base for the truck itself.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's 82
Also,
and a
word to the
half.
wise, centering things in Tinkercad is terrible.
Oh, I do it all the
True.
time.
This is just hard because there's no like snap to center thing. Alrighty, are you all ready to model?
Hold on,
Are you ready to model something stupid?
Yeah.
You know, I would have put the calliope. I would have put calliope on the wheel, but that's something I already make and sell. So
82.5, 40.5. Okay.
that's one of the only things I've never ever sold. Okay, 3.
Hold on. I'm still putting together that chassis base. Give me just a moment.
Like putting together the math in your head. Okay.
Because I still got to do the 40 and a half measurement for.
So what?
The
So
width.
the rules are basically you're allowed to use stuff you already have pre-downloaded.
What?
But
Okay,
not-
what on earth are you gonna put onto the?
I'm just asking.
If it's something that you made, then yeah. But like, if you went before and downloaded a gorilla off the internet, then no.
That's not what that's obvious, but like I think I have an idea that might just work if I am able to size it correctly.
Also, this is gonna be so stupid because like, there's no way I can make this like at all printable because the freaking giraffe wagon has like planks separated from each other. So
Actually, weirdly enough, doing those supports would actually just be able to pop just right out. Because it's not making supports for the center of the truck. It's only making supports in the side. I could probably print it at work with the supports and be just fine.
maybe I might do a thing where like it's indents instead of actually like open. I don't really plan on printing this, but I mean, I guess if it looks good, then maybe. But I don't imagine you'll be printing the gorilla. In case you're wondering what that was, that's Annie and Clarabelle's whistle.
Annie and Clarabelle has a whistle?
I had the wiki pulled up earlier for something, and in two leap pad books they have whistles.
I would understand if it was like for the guard's whistle, but I mean, all right.
Nope, just straight up they have whistles.
Well, damn.
So are you?
Weird and not weird at the same time.
Are you
Yeah,
ready
I've got
yet?
it set up. Okay, so what am I
All right.
making again?
Pull up. You can pull up a picture of the TWR birthday cake truck.
Okay.
That's all you need. It's just a box with a circular indent and a removable cake piece that plays the original theme song or the Hit Era theme song.
The peak theme song.
Alrighty, Rue, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be, I think.
Alrighty, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hopefully this is it's not a thing.
So
Okay.
stupid.
Okay,
Remember,
I'm
Rue,
just
me and
gonna
you
have
only have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Come
Gorilla. And then we have
Okay, you're gonna set it to brick.
big body.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crap.
I honestly want to know how round that hole is, but at the same time, I'm not. Well, that's the thing. Did it actually come with the birthday cake?
Yeah, it came with the TWR truck. It came with the birthday cake, and like I said, it played the theme song. I'm not worrying too much about centerings because we've already spent a minute. Crap.
Okay, I've got a picture of it. Thank God. Okay, here we go.
Oh crap! I need an up close picture. Oh, this thing has such a stupid design. I hate this thing so much. What do I even? Okay, this thing literally has the stupidest design on the planet, I swear.
Alright, so it's about half the size of a normal, like, carriage, basically. And
How
then...
tall is this? Oh crap! Oh no! Oh no! Remember to throw up one of our things every once in a while.
Did y'all add it in the thing?
Yeah, I'm screen sharing.
Okay, so who... Let me check my phone currently.
That's supposed
Okay,
to
so
go on.
Ruse is the only one that's actively got one pulled up.
What?
Oh, never mind. I see Traintimeboys. Okay, so y'all have seen what Rue has gotten into, and then
That's good.
we're gonna show off what. I'm gonna actually access this on my phone because I can just actively do it from my phone. Okay, and then I'm gonna throw up mine. I don't know if it actually will pop up, but oh well.
This is so stupid. 5 minutes in. Already half the time for me and Rue is done. We're cooked. I mean,
I'm gonna have to like substitute many things here, but I think I have an idea.
I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have an idea. Oh, I'm gonna have to really, really simplify this thing.
What were
There's
my
no way
numbers?
that No, how I can't believe you're the only one that got 10 minutes and like you don't even need it because you're making the freaking cake truck.
Oh, I can't even screen share mine. Fuck.
Making the freaking cake truck.
Fucking SketchUp won't load for fucking me to in order to fucking do it. So
There's that.
or not SketchUp. My laptop is yelling at me basically. Hey, chill the fuck out.
I'm worrying way too much about the little details here. Crap.
Wait a damn minute. Hold on. What's the underside of this truck base look like? Because if the truck base is already what it looks like, that's
This
already half the size of the truck anyways.
This
Fuck it.
fits into or like onto a troublesome truck chassis.
That is
Oh my goodness,
yeah.
Rue, we have 1 minute to go.
I'm
Oh my god,
speedrunning.
what am I doing? All I have to do is design the fucking birthday cake.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest. There's no way I'm finishing.
Okay, that's as good as the gorilla's gonna be. I'm just gonna have to go with Plan B and just do what Playrail did that one time. which was disappoint everybody. But at the same time, it's kind of understandable why.
Oh no, 30 seconds.
Think. And then we can put like this guy. We need this on the bottom here. And then we just need to flatten out the bottom of that. And then have this. And then this go here.
All right, Rue, our time's up.
Okay, I'm done.
Oh, this is so bad. There's just crap. There's just one thing I'm gonna. Oh no, I time's out. Will you guys allow me to move one thing? I'm going to allow myself to move one thing.
I think if it's just moving an object, I feel like it's fine.
Oh wait, what the heck? How did I mess that up? What the? Oh, that's how I messed that up. Okay, I just gotta. Okay, I'm fine with that being slightly sucky.
I'm being real with you. This cake is literally going to be the most simplistic fucking thing ever.
Oh my goodness, this is so bad. This is so. Here, I'm gonna add color to it. I'm not gonna count that towards my time. I'm just gonna like make it all one piece and then change this color to green.
And then
This is so bad. I didn't have enough time. I actually kind of. Is it weird that I kind of like how this looks though? Oh man, am I gonna like end up making this like a product and like working on it and stuff?
I think next time maybe we should choose more simpler ideas.
Or maybe we should just give ourselves. We could do another round, and we could. Did you just type big finger?
No.
Okay, hold on. So maybe we could do another round, and maybe we could just like make the time limits bigger, like 10 minutes, 15, and like 12 or something. I don't know.
I think
Oh.
for maybe next time. Maybe next time.
This is fun though. So yeah, next time. Hey, Mr. Dolan, I'm a buyer of 3D prints. Very much honored to receive 2 of your creations. You know, Frankfurt the Orange D51 Productions 2025. That is a mouthful. You could be a proud owner of mine as well. Shameless plug. And Ruse as well. And J Rhodes as well.
well, they said mine anyways. They call me 90% of the people who know me on the internet know my days. When
You'll
I
have time to
actually
talk.
went-
You have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Well, I'm quite literally almost done.
Well, then
You said 2 minutes.
Add rivets. I don't know.
I ain't
Add
fucking
rivets.
adding rivets. It's going to be the most rudimentary design ever.
I don't care. Add something to make it fancy.
Sure, I'll fucking look up a candle. Because it's in the system. No, there's no candle in the system?
I just, oh my god, this is so stupid. I legit might come back to this concept though, because like it's not terrible. Like in Trackmaster, it looks better like in Trackmaster form than it does in like CGI form, honestly. Like as like a thing.
I think my next 3D project should really just be Thomas in an iron lung.
In an iron lung? I'm sorry. I mean, isn't he already kind of an iron lung himself? Like,
Well, no, he's made of steel, not iron.
well, what's steel made of?
What is steel?
Iron.
What are the components of steel?
It's carbon dioxide and iron.
I looked it up. I looked it up and I looked up what is steel made of, but I spelt steel as in STEAL. My brain is not working today.
Big finger.
There we go, cake truck. Hold on, wait, you guys can give me a second.
You've still got some time.
Yes, I know the other me is in here. I am muting myself. Let me mute. Present.
You got 31 seconds.
Oh well, I'm done. I just got to present.
Too bad. You have to add. You have to model till the end. Add rivets. Add
Add Gordon
add
with the
add a
express.
sign that says toxic or something. I don't know.
Big finger.
Okay, are we presenting?
Hold
You
on,
got
hold on,
guess
hold on,
so.
hold on, hold on.
You got 10 seconds. You got. What is that?
I mean,
What is that?
they did what you wanted them to do.
You had 10 minutes. I can't breathe. You had 10
L.
minutes.
L, that's all I've
You
got.
had 10 minutes though. How did that take 10 minutes?
It didn't take 10 minutes, actually.
How did you like stretch that out into? Okay, well, did you at least make like the hole in the truck?
Yes.
Your time's up, by the way.
Yeah, I know. There you go, L.
So terrible. Wait, zoom in on it and stuff. I need to see.
Yeah, we
this
need
beauty.
to see. We need to like examine the cake. Maybe it's like epic.
So literally, the truck base itself, funny enough, is actually the same. Would be roughly about the same size of how they did the TWR cake truck.
I swear to God.
Like it's almost centered in everything. It's a layered cake with a candle on top. Man,
It looks like a cigarette with the way it's colored.
Pull up Roo.
Yeah, mine.
Wait,
I
hold
need
on,
to
actually,
show
wait, can
mine.
you, like,
Mine's a
share the
little.
screen of the reference image.
Okay.
all
So
right, go ahead, Rue.
yeah, we have big finger here, and this is what I made.
He's not even on the truck.
Okay, so let me explain. So this is the gorilla statue of Big Finger. It's very abstract, as you can see. And what I did with this thing. Oh, these aren't connected together.
Just hit
Apparently.
Control Z. Just hit Control Z.
I know. But yeah, these. This is. You remember when Gina came out, and they had like those paper cutouts of Jack and that other one on the trucks.
Oh, you're thinking in 4 dimensions, aren't you?
I measured out how big Big Finger would be in real life, and this is exactly how big he would fit in this exactly. The Big Finger image would fit in this exactly. So
that's
I
just like
think
2 truck chassis.
2 truck chassis connected together with a little plate, and then there's a little indent. So
And you just throw like a single set of wheels into each of them. That's hilarious.
yeah, it's a Big Finger holder, and then you have the chassis.
So wait, hold on. Was this blue thing your attempt at making Big Finger?
Yes. You can kind of see it, like its legs and then its arms.
We should like do this like, here was what you were trying to make, and here's what you did.
Yes,
Listen,
thank you, Frankfurt. I actually have no clue which shells you have bought. If you've reviewed them on your YouTube channel, I'll take a look later. If not,
I think
yeah.
I think I'm genuinely gonna print this out and leave it on my layout somewhere, just because.
It's Big Finger. Wait, can we see the reference image you use?
I don't know if I can pull it up. I don't know how to do that because I don't know how to switch tabs on the. Is there like a way I can like just post an image?
I
Copy.
don't know.
Here, how about I just show off mine now, I guess.
Yeah, you show off yours.
All right, tell me when it's on mine.
Oh, the Ivat and Fergus is actually Rue models. I don't make the Ivat and Fergus.
Yeah, that's mine. Thank you for. Can you give me more money, please? I'm
Hey,
broke
I want
right
some
now.
money too.
Uh,
Have Make Derek.
I make Oliver, Duck,
Make
Daisy.
Derek and the Works Diesel and Tank Engine Bertram and the Calliope.
The
And which
fucking
Hey, I would just like to
Calliope.
say there is one person out there who bought my Fergus and then complained that it didn't come with the little like axle rods, even
I
though
think
in
I
the
saw
listing.
that review on the thing.
Yeah, and in the
Hold
listing,
on,
I
I
literally
know who-
said. In the
I know
listing,
who made that review.
All right, here,
Who
switch
was
to
it?
my screen. Okay.
Give me a second. Let me
Thanks
go take
for
a look.
Yes, Rock's clock. Not real.
I said. Yeah. If you do want to buy an Oliver, Duck, or Daisy shell, or coaches, and maybe
Or
express
Derek.
coaches.
No, I'm not buying my Derek. Totally. Buy my
I mean,
Derek.
you could be the first person to buy my Sony.
No,
You
you could
know,
be.
that-
I'm sorry. Did you just pronounce Sonny's name Sonny? No, you could be the
I
first.
don't know how to say their fucking name.
You could be the first person to order from all three of us at once.
Yes.
That would be true, actually. I think. Probably, I don't know.
We will
don't know
give
the
you
logistics of that.
we will henceforth make you shouted out if you buy from all three of us at once.
I will throw in a signed picture of Big Finger.
Yes.
I will throw in a free 3D printed Jolly Chocolate Factory logo.
Fuck. I gotta think what I can include.
What the-
It would still be cool if you did a 3D print of a 1500 class. What is the 1500?
Wait, why instead of a picture of Big Finger, why wouldn't you just sell them the 3D print of the little figurine you did of Big Finger?
I could be. Oh yeah, I could do that. I would leave it up to them. They can choose. Do you want the?
Yeah, if you want all these bonus features, then order from all three of us at once.
I didn't say 1500 classic. I said 1500 class. Yes, while I want the Dodge Ram, I'm not gonna buy the 1500 classic.
I'd like to show the world my amazing giraffe carrier.
All right, give me just a second, and I will
Listen,
click on
you're
you. Hold
lucky.
on, wait a
You
minute.
just
I
had
can
to
click
make-
anything.
You just had to make the carrier. I had to make the animal. I think I did a pretty good job considering.
Here's the giraffe truck from the nitrogen era. Here's the reference.
I mean, it's pretty accurate, honestly. All things considered, this is
Oh,
something
the
I feel like.
1500 class is just another form of pannier. Jesus Christ.
I had 5 minutes, y'all. Okay.
I mean, I think you slap some stickers on that and it would look perfect. It's like something Trackmaster 2 would make.
Real. Okay, that was our super epic stupid rolling stock modeling competition.
I call this game Make That Truck.
Make that truck. There we go. Make that truck. Here, hold on. We need them to vote. Whose was the best representation of their truck?
I mean, personally, I think I won just because I made Big Finger real.
Big finger.
Big Finger isn't even part of the truck. You were making the freaking elephant, and you made Big Finger.
But we agreed on the Big Finger.
Yeah, I
circle.
know we agreed on the Big Finger, but like,
I
said
think
we
that-
could, not that it was recommended.
I think the episode would have been much better if we made Big Finger. If it was Big Finger.
I don't know.
Who's
Duncan
the-
and the Runaway Gorilla
Harambe
sounds
or
really
Big Finger?
fucking funny.
Big Finger versus Harambe.
Oh dear God.
Oh man. Another thing we should also do next time or something is another idea I had. Like we all like it's like a rotation. Like we all spend 5 minutes modeling something, then we all have to swap and then send it to the next person, and they have to like add to it and then swap.
Yeah, but we all use different modeling softwares is the thing. I don't use Tinkercad because I don't know Tinkercad as well as SketchUp. I've been running with SketchUp since I started.
Bro, I tried to get into SketchUp. It was doo doo for me, honestly.
Well, SketchUp is also another form of well, you can import right into AutoCAD from SketchUp. just like you can with Tinkercad.
Wait, hold on.
I
Hold on, I'm gonna
think,
share the most. Here, hold on. Put my new screen share up on screen. The most epicest modeling software right here, y'all.
the reason I only use Tinkercad is because it's the same reason I use GIMP, is because I've just used it for so long. I really don't feel like switching off of it.
Oh, hello, Blender.
Here, guys. Say hello to the sneak peek of Vinny's boiler.
Hell yeah.
Without the top thing on top. This is what Vinny looks like right now. Not all of him. There's more parts of him in a different file somewhere. But
You know what's funny is that Vinny could literally go around saying "fuck you" to someone and no one would bat an eye.
fuck you. Here's Vinny. You know what? We're gonna give Vinny some upgrades, you guys. Oh yeah, look at that.
So you know what sucks is that I had a step ladder for Thomas pop right off the other day, and it sucks because the step ladder I was using for Thomas I can't find. So it popped off and is magically somewhere within this table. Is that the cat outside the door?
Look at this, guys. Look at
Yeah.
this epic improvement I've made to Vinny's boiler.
Oh God,
Yeah,
that's called
I
a
know.
boiler explosion.
Vinny probably would suffer a boiler explosion. Wait, hold on. Watch this. Achoo!
It shouldn't
Yo,
be as
Vinny.
funny as it is.
Vinny the quintuplix. Vinny the quintuplix.
RCing trains is fun.
What?
Making trains RCified is fun.
Oh yeah, I've always wanted to try something like that.
I literally just cut up a Hot Wheels car just for the mechanism, just to make Thomas RC.
Uh-oh, Blender's not responding. Oh,
I was gonna upload Big Finger to Thinkiverse, but I think it's down right now.
aw.
The
I really
public
wanna-
will know
Can I have
about
Big
Big
Finger?
Finger.
Wait, send Big Finger in the Discord.
Yeah, I'm gonna send Big Finger. Don't worry.
Big Finger.
There's Big Finger.
Gorilla.stl. Hold on, I'm gonna throw Big Finger in my giraffe transporter.
Would it fit?
I don't know.
I mean, you can
Wait,
make it fit, but like, would it fit just by itself?
I'm checking if it'll fit. What's the canonical color of your Big Finger model?
Black.
It does not fit, but it's close.
That's the color of my soul.
Whoa. Hey. Big Finger, my beloved.
Gorilla.stl.
He's just chilling in the wagon. I've got him in the wagon. I want to make this a reality. Oh my god.
I am
No,
currently.
I actually don't hate the giraffe wagon now. I might roll with it.
You could probably do something with that, honestly.
No, frick it. I'm gonna finish this right now. I'm
Do it.
gonna roll with the freaking giraffe wagon.
Maybe this is what we need. Less. Maybe we should do next time. We should also include like basic loads that aren't like animals. You know.
Well, I mean, the point was to try to like think of the stupidest rolling stock. Like, what other stupid rolling stock can you think of?
Mr. Jolly's Bubbles. Bubble trucks.
I don't know. I think Big Finger was pretty peak.
I think I peaked at Big Finger, honestly. I should start selling Big Finger.
You should start selling Big Finger with my animal or with my giraffe transporter. That'd be peak, honestly.
Just make Big Finger the freight car. You know,
I'll give you permission to sell Big Finger with the animal car if you give me like
Thank you.
$1 in royalties.
I'm sorry. Did you just say royalties?
All the money. Give him all the money.
No,
I want at least 10 cents per sale.
no. I already pay for advertising. I'm not giving you.
Oh,
Do you guys do
fuck,
ever?
that's
Do you guys pay
true.
for promoted listings?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I
Kind of
don't
have
pay-
to on eBay. I mean, you're not.
I do it where every time something sells it just takes a little chunk out of it.
You know what's crazy? I have advertisements up for the freaking what you call it, the Calliope, but no one's bought one. Rest in peace, my aspirations to sell at least one Calliope. Someday. Yo, someone in the chat. If someone here, okay, hold on. I'm gonna make a promise to this chat right now. If someone here goes and buys a Calliope truck off my eBay store right now, I will throw in a free Derek shell. Okay. I will literally throw in a free Derek shell. That's how much I want. That's how much I want to sell the freaking Calliope. And like just on eBay, say, "Hey, I came here from the stream," and I'll be like, "Okay, here's your free."
Hold on.
Derek.
Okay. So Trainboy 90 points that out, but the 3D printed chassis is easy to use. The 3D printed chassis comes pre-assembled to you. All you have to do is take a wheel set and a motor and stick it in the chassis with a coupling. There you go. It's that simple. It comes to you pre-assembled. You just need those two components. And I'm working on drive wheels at the moment, but I don't have them finalized. I have to finalize those first. Which they are. They will be finalized soon.
Y'all, this giraffe wagon that'll look crazy. I'm cooking with giraffe droppings.
Giraffe.
Giraffe.
Epic Giraffe Gaming.
I think what I really need to do is I really need to actually model Donald and Douglas for the modern Playrail chassis. And the main reason is that Donald and Douglas would be so easy to make after that, and literally you can just make Donald and Douglas look like their actual Tomy counterparts that way. Because you know what's funny about Donald and Douglas?
Their accents.
They're Scottish, obviously. But no, Donald and Douglas already use a similar sized motor anyways. The flat drive unit and the modern Playrail chassis are actually the same size motor unit.
Lay gasp.
I found that out by actually measuring them with the digital caliper and finding it out. That was it. That's all I had to do. So literally, you can take the modern Playrail engines and stick their motors on a chassis, basically. No problem at all. Stick them with the motors with the chassis. That's it. That's all you have to do.
Now what?
Also, okay, so one big final announcement. I told myself that I wanted to do this. I'm going to be I'm going to be designing a rotary snowplow for Playrail.
Hey, wait a minute. This seems familiar.
My machine!
My machine. Y'all, don't steal my machine. I worked hard on that snow machine, bro, man.
Gosh, how's it go? Gordon holds a big indignation meeting around the turntable, you know, and
Yeah.
everyone's there, including Thomas.
And Thomas
And
isn't even
is not allowed
allowed
at indignation meetings, according to Gordon. You know, Henry just looks at Gordon and says, "Gordon, what's this about? This must be serious, and this must be more serious than any indignation. Indignation meeting we've ever had before." My machine.
What?
What? Hold on, the last time we
My
had one of these
machine.
was when Oliver's life was in danger. My machine is in danger, James.
I love character
If
gallery.
Thomas could just do the thing where he massages the brim of his nose and
Just
just
doing the whole thing.
yeah, I'm doing the whole thing. and looks at Gordon and just says, "Just use your snowplow." My machine is everything to me. We need 20 engines to storm the ironworks. Wait, no, hold on. Last time we did that, the steamworks was stolen.
Stolen.
You know, the engines Harry and Bert usually go against are like Thomas, Percy, and James. Just imagine if they found out that Gordon was traveling down the main line en route to the ironworks. Okay, that's all I remember for that.
Wait, what?
Where the
Gordon-
hell is my machine?
I'm over here.
I want to buy Traintimeboy's. Traintimeboy, I want to buy your snow machine. Or wait a minute. I have the file.
Wait, what?
Sure, I'll give you. You gave me the file, so I'll just pay you like $5,
You can use it.
and I'll fucking remake the fucking Gordon Snow Machine shit. I'll print out the face and everything.
Oh my god. You know, oh my, we need to do. Oh my god. Okay. We need to have like a character gallery moment where we pick something and we just improv on it for like a while because like the freaking. Have you seen the Booster Steam Car episode yet?
I know that was one of the birthday cake truck, guys. The birthday cake truck.
Wait, what? What? Oh, we need to
do one
improvise
about the birthday cake truck.
Oh my god, that's so all right. You're asking me to rationalize the existence of the birthday cake truck.
It plays the theme song. It's the in-universe way to tell them that they're on a TV show.
No, I don't think that's how that plays into it, honestly. Rue, how would you put the cake truck into canon?
I think it's Percy's. Percy just owns that. Like, there's no real reason why. He just kind of has it. It's just kind of there.
Has anybody tried to ever?
He keeps it like a pet rock.
Has anybody tried doing one for like Percy's mail cars or like the express coaches? Because technically, the express coaches talk in the show.
In like season 1, and then never ever again. That's basically it. I mean, like literally name like one time other than season 1 where the express coaches have souls.
Right. It'd be fun to do one about Annie and Clarabelle because I don't think they've actually had a character spotlight done.
Well, yeah, okay. The thing with character gallery though is that it started out with normal characters, but now it's like Booster Steam Car and 13.
Gordon Snow Machine. What's another? The Rock Crusher. The Rock Crusher.
The Rock Crusher. That's not even a truck. That's just a Rock Crusher on a flatbed.
I don't
I do
even
wanna
know
make
what
that, though.
character gallery is.
Look, guys, I'm spitballing here. We have to come up with something.
Wait, hold on, Rue. You don't know what character gallery is?
No.
Oh, we need to. I think we need to watch character gallery with Rue.
Oh, it's like is it like a YouTube series?
Yeah, it's a podcast.
It's there's an entire YouTube channel for it now, but it was done by TTTE Community Radio. I think the one specifically was Master of the Lemons and Hero the Japanese Train, who did the Gordon Snow Machine one.
And they used to have guests, but not anymore.
Yes.
What was there like an incident?
No, it just got like they used to do guests because the Hero of the Japanese Train was never available to like do the stuff, but now he is, so they don't need guests anymore.
Yeah, I think it's something like he actually has. The job he has now.
I don't think I'm still working on the giraffe thing, by the way, and there's no way that I'm gonna be able to print this out just because of like all the beams.
Send
Like,
it to me. I'll
rip
print
off,
it out.
I'll rip off the supports and it'll come apart. So I am going to you, and I want you to print out the almighty god that is the giraffe wagon.
I'll print out the giraffe wagon and I'll send it to you.
Oh my god. Yes, I need the freaking
Ruin, and then I'll just give you the file because your printer's pretty sick, anyways.
Huh?
Okay, so I still want to rationalize the character gallery, the cake truck. It's alive. How do we rationalize its existence?
It's Percy's like pet. It's like Gary from SpongeBob.
But like, where did you get it? Like Sir Topham Hatt just like showed up one day and he's like, Percy, we have this truck. It was used in. All right, no. Here we go. Here's my.
It was used in a lead paint factory. I think.
No. Here's my
really
explanation for the cake truck. Basically what the cake truck is it was a parade float, right? Because in the magazines there's like a truck that becomes a float. So that there's something like that. So it was built as like an engine parade float, and the cake isn't actually a real cake. Like it's just like a big ass like refrigerator car that holds cake inside of it. Like it's
shaped like a fucking cake.
Yeah, it's shaped like a cake, right? Mr. Jolly owns it. Okay, Mr. Jolly.
We'll fucking put the Mr. Jolly's logo on the fucking side of it.
Yes, and I might make this because I have the Mr. Jolly logo model.
Pure God, guys.
I made it in Blender. Okay, hold on. So Mr. Jolly owns this thing, right? And he brings it to like parades and stuff. And one day the cake truck's like, I don't like being brought out of like the shed like only 3 days out of the year. And then Mr. Jolly's like, what on earth am I supposed to use? What on earth am I supposed to use you for instead? So Mr. Jolly sells the cake truck to the NWR. And since it's basically just a refrigeration car, it ends up getting used on the Flying Kipper.
Henry just pulls into the yard one day, and Percy's like shunting the train for him because Percy was out late that night. And
Are you
Henry gets there.
The gallery guy voice.
Henry gets there and he's like, "What the fuck? What is this, Percy? Where did you find this?"
It's my new friend.
Mr. Jolly sold it to the railway.
His name is Carl.
His name is Carl.
He's very nice.
Carl.
Hold on,
Percy, why did they name him Carl? Do you know?
Why did they name him Carl?
Because he's a cake car. Carl the cake car.
That doesn't make any sense. Okay, no. If we're gonna name a truck Carl, we have to. If we ever talk about the freaking Carol on Wheels truck, that would make more sense to name Carl. Carl.
But at the same time, it's really funny having this like really just dainty looking truck that's like a parade float just be named fucking Carl.
As Henry's traveling along, Edward's living at Wellsworth at this point, basically. And, because Henry always has help up the hill, as we've learned in Fish, clearly. And Duck can't do it properly because Duck fucked up the first time. So, Edward's already there at the station, he's awake, he's in steam. And he's still tired, so he's dozing off. And, Edward, in Wellsworth, technically, in order for Edward to come out of the yard, depending on the variant of Wellsworth we're talking about, let's say Season 8, for instance. Season 8 Wellsworth, canonically my favorite Wellsworth. Anyways, it's just Henry pulls out to the signal just right outside of the station throat, where the switch is onto the main line from the yard. And Edward's looking forward and is like, it looks at the front of Henry's train and calls out to Henry, "What? What in the world is that?"
That's Carl. Don't talk about it.
Yeah, Henry looks at him and says, "This is Carl. Don't ask, please."
I think that's this.
And then Carl's just like, "Wait, why don't you want him to ask?"
"We're not talking about this, Carl. Not now."
Like
Henry's absolutely ashamed that he's pulling fucking Carl.
Yeah, like Carl's like Henry and Carl have like a one-sided beef, you know? Like Henry hates Carl.
Like Carl is best friends with Percy, but like and Carl thinks that Henry likes him, but like Henry just despises Carl.
You know, and
Henry
at this
just
point,
doesn't
at
really
this
have
time, you know, it's
And like
it's
Carl isn't even
canonically
like
proven
Booster.
that
Like Carl
Percy's
isn't
fucking
even
nuts.
like the Booster personality. Carl's like a pretty chill dude, but Henry just hates the idea of Carl being a thing.
You know,
but he
like
also like doesn't really have the what's it called? The like then he just doesn't really feel like getting into the fact that like Percy would probably like yell at him if he made fun of Carl. So he just kind of has to like repress it.
but you know, as Thomas has stated before, you know, Percy's fucking nuts. So
Wait, there's something I think we failed to consider. Is Carl's face on the very like flat part of the truck, or is it on the cake?
it's
Good question.
Imagine. Wait, hold on. I just had a thought. So imagine like,
What if the cake rotated and his face
yeah,
was
I was
on the
literally
cake?
just about to say that. Like, what if the cake, like in the parades?
What if he's like
it
Top
rotated?
Hat? What if he's like Top Hat?
Oh my God.
Where you can like move his face like a fucking dude.
Like he, like Carl, like there's no brake van on the train, and Edward's pushing Henry up the hill, and Carl just turns his head around. Hi, Edward. Hi, I'm Carl.
I'm like, he's like he's like the fucking. Remember when you were like you're watching fucking Jimmy Neutron, and the very first thing that comes up is like, "Hi, I'm Carl."
Yeah, you're thinking of Hi, I'm Paul.
Oh, that's Paul. Really?
Hi,
Oh
I'm
shit.
Paul.
yeah, and you know, Edward is Carl's face turns to look at Edward. Edward's like, oh. Like Edward's not surprised at this point because Edward's seen a whole bunch of shit. He's seen magic engines, giant
but
diesels with
actually, wait,
claws.
no. Okay, Edward didn't see any magic engines. He wasn't in that movie. And I mean,
No,
like, when you
it's
think about
it's,
that's
it's just
basically the
common knowledge
equivalent-
that apparently Edward knew Lady was coming eventually, and he did not want to be there for it. So it's
And
like
also, but when you think about it, isn't that just the equivalent of an engine like opening up their smoke box door?
just to turn and look at the other fucking person.
Yeah, like so, like really, Edward's just like not at all phased. He's just like, oh, okay, you can do that too.
It's like, well, my smoke box door opens. This shouldn't be confusing. You know, Edward's just like it's ultimately just Edward's like, oh. Like that's all it is. Edward's just like,
I didn't realize you were alive. I'm just imagining like this arc that Carl has with Henry, like they're doing the flying kipper and like they're passing through Henry's forest, even though or like they're not passing through Henry's forest. That doesn't make sense. Like, just imagine they're passing by some trees, and then Carl like he's near the front of the train this time, and he goes, "Oh, I've always loved the forest. I never got to see it when I was afloat." And then Henry's just like, "Wait, you what?" Like, and then Henry just sort of has this moment like, "Wait, you like the forest, dude?" Like, he's like, "Yeah, I just." I like the forest.
It's like, you know, it's like Edward, or well, but Henry never asked the real question.
Are you gay?
Okay.
No, Henry never asked the real question. Wait, you were afloat?
Oh.
That's the real
And
question here.
And then Carl's just like, well, what did you expect I was used for? I'm a refrigeration truck built like I'm a refrigeration truck that looks like a cake. What'd you think I was for?
Cake.
Yeah, but like what company would have used me for cake?
And
Like,
Henry, you know, is aware that this is an island full of talking trains, and just says to him, "This is an island full of talking trains. You really
Carl
asked me
just
that
goes
question?"
everywhere. Well, like in the context of the Thomas world, though, it's like everywhere has talking trains, dude.
Not
Like,
in the railway series, technically. It was Chris who fucked that up.
You think Carl's in the railway? No way. Carl is not in the railway series.
Carl is canonically in the
Carl
railway
is
series.
Bubba at best, okay?
Him, dude. Carl and 16 go way back.
Wait, we have to write that in there now.
Like I don't.
Like
I don't know.
16, a character that was never seen on Sodor to begin with. Fucking just
like
knows
16
Carl.
just comes over one day and like he has a chat with Carl. Like
I like no. It's like Carl was like, he used to be normal. I think is the best way of putting it. Carl used to just be a normal man, and then all of a sudden he got turned into this fucking this.
well,
This-
no, I think it works better if you think of Carl as always as being like that. Like
True, true, but it would be really funny if like some random fucking like mainland engine just knew about Carl and was like best friends with Carl.
like
They were like
oh
pen
hi Big
pals.
City Engine. Oh hi Carl. Like
Oh my
Mr.
god,
Jolly.
Carl is like Carl's like O from Home. Remember Home?
Oh my god. Why would you make that comparison?
Dude, he's the Sheldon Cooper alien.
No, I can't imagine. Oh no, now I can just imagine Carl's voice sounding like Sheldon.
Carl's fucking catchphrase is Bazinga.
No, please.
Hey, look, listen, look, Jim Parsons, fucking Sheldon Cooper, like, fucking love the Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory's funny shit.
There would absolutely be like he would absolutely have like a nerdy voice. I feel like he would sound like how I would imagine a British I don't what's his name? I'm forgetting their name. Dang it. No,
James
it was
Corden.
no.
A British know-it-all kid.
The know-it-all kid from Polar Express.
Yeah, kind of like that.
You know, there's this fucking person on TikTok that actually looks and sounds like the fucking know-it-all kid.
I'm gonna be honest. When I wear a yellow sweater, I look exactly like the know-it-all kid.
That's scary.
When I grow up my sideburns, I look like Jay Schlatt.
I can't believe he made a Christmas album.
And I can't believe it's good.
It's like it gives real Frank Sinatra vibes.
It's extremely good. And it's honest, the fact he made it just despite the AI bros is awesome.
You know what's funny is that, speaking of Christmas albums, my favorite Christmas album is A Very Spidey Christmas. Jake Johnson did one really damn good job fucking singing Christmas songs. I think Spidey Bells is probably my favorite because it's just funny.
You guys, I'm cooking up something right now. Okay.
You're cooking.
I'm cooking.
Is it
something,
Carl?
Maybe.
Cooking with Carl?
I'm cooking Carl.
Well, though, I guess we're making cake now.
I'm making Carl. Guys. Oh, I'm making an edit of Carl.
Oh my god. No, imagine Carl has like a podcast that's like binging with Babish, except it's cooking with Carl.
How would that work?
He's like the little mascot, and then like it's Mr. Jolly in front of the camera.
Oh my god. So wait, that's even better. Like Carl, he's not only brought out a couple times a year, he's brought out like once every like week as well to like help Mr. Jolly film his cooking show.
Yeah, and it's
they've got a
cooking
big
with
old
Carl.
giant shed that Mr. Jolly films his fucking cooking show in. Let's be real here. Mr. Jolly has a cooking show. There's no doubt about it. If Mr. Jolly was in CGI, he would have had a cooking show.
Time for the
Because
Mr.
television
Jolly
exists in the
Grimwater
CGI series. We know it does.
Wait,
Topham
what?
has a television in his office.
So,
Oh, how
like,
you say-
hypothetically speaking, what timeline, what place in time does Carl like become a regular truck or like a regular sort of like a refrigerated?
1974.
Sometime during the mid to late CGI series.
Where
which is
would
roughly
Carl
the
be?
70s.
Where would Carl be in like modern day?
Modern day would still be on Henry's goods trains to or to Henry's flying kipper trains to Manchester.
I like to think that if it was real, if Thomas Defense was real, we would have the technology that they would like somehow give all of the engines phones. Not like regular human phones, obviously, but like somehow
radios.
like maybe like radios, but also maybe like some sort of like high-tech futuristic fucking I don't know, like screen that can go in front of their face so they can like I don't know, watch YouTube
Like
while
from
they're
Futurama.
Yeah.
I'm about to send something to the
No,
Discord.
they fucking get no. They make giant Oculus Quest, and Thomas can just play the Oculus Quest while going down the bridge.
Like when they roll an engine onto the scrap siding, they just throw an Oculus on them. And they're like, you never have to be really useful again.
here play games.
Oh my god.
I just
And it's
like
all
the idea.
telepathically. You know, like
It's
it's
the
like a
Neuralink.
neural
You
link.
give the engines Neuralink, you guys.
I mean, realistically speaking, I feel like the engines are I'm pretty sure magic. Like I think that's just sort of what we've been taught, kind of.
Guys, look at the Discord.
So I mean, having them sort of just connect to a phone via magic does not seem like a very far-fetched idea. It's him!
It's Carl.
Carl!
Well, see, okay, hold on. I will check Carl in just a second. But no, that's the one thing to think about, and it's something I kind of tackled in when I was working on Sodor Chronicles. So Sodor Chronicles season 3, episode 11 or 10, I can't remember which one specifically. But in one of those episodes, Diesel 10 is holding a radio with Pinchy. But here's the thing. The character, the other villain that Diesel 10 is talking to is Magic. And they're speaking to Diesel 10 through the radio, but not telepathically. And Splatter and Dodge, they kind of talk about this. Like they don't get it. Why is Diesel 10 talking to this other villain through a radio that they don't even have a radio on their end, but not telepathically? Like, I think it's either Splatter or Dodge. But kind of, let's be real here. I don't know, fucking Splatter and Dodge, either one of them, they said something about why doesn't she just use her magic to talk to him? Well, granted, we kind of have to have a way for Diesel 10 to talk back without making Diesel 10 seems like he's nuts, even though he already is.
I do like the idea of it's just like the engines having this ability to sort of just talk on their phones and like use like Twitter and shit.
Hey guys, check Discord again.
Damn.
Someone said something about would Sodor have its own executive power in 2025. Sodor has a mayor, so technically yes.
Okay, here's what I don't get about the Sodor mayor. How does Sodor have a mayor if it's more than one town?
Well, granted, it's just it's more or less Sodor is basically like a British state. So technically, how their government works over in Britain, I don't fucking know. I've lived in America my entire life, but yeah, it's like you got to think about it this way. So the mayor of Sodor technically could be like he's really just a governor.
I do have but I have a funnier idea.
For Carl?
No, for the mayor of Sodor. What if he just doesn't have any actual power and he's just some fucking homeless guy that like kept saying he's mayor and then they were like, okay, let's play along.
Like, where the fuck did this fucker come from is the question.
It's like everyone on Sodor was just like collectively like, oh yeah, let's play along with this guy's delusions. Let's see how far it goes.
He's got his own special coaches. Like, those Red Express coaches we see in All in Vain. Like, those coaches in All in Vain fucking... They've got, like, little, like, crowns and stuff on the seats and whatnot. I don't think that design was even carried over to the rest of the Red Express coaches. But granted, the Red Express coaches only appeared with Scotsman after that, and maybe Donald and Douglas. My question is where in the hell did Donald and Douglas come from with that train?
Probably like, I don't know, Burger King.
Yeah, they went to Burger King in Barrow and picked up a whole bunch of people. You know, it's like that episode of TD's Tales of Sodor, where Gordon just goes up on the tramway at Tidmouth and fucking just, takes people against their will. Up there with him.
I think there should be more Thomas and Friends series that just do weird shit.
I mean,
Okay, guys.
that's the whole reason. Like, I decided to basically take the villain from the second half of season 3 and basically make her a fucking like human being witch that just fucked up with a magic spell and turned herself into a train.
Oh my god. Y'all, this is the witch, the pump trolley, y'all. Just make her the nitrogen pump trolley. Okay, but
You know what's funny
I-
is that this character though that I made, I basically made. There was a short that was written but never completed, and it was basically where the engine. Well, the engine was a Genty at first, and then the engine kidnapped Ryan to become an N2. Basically, took Ryan's place. As people will notice that this, I had kind of like when I was doing my watch through of season 3, I talked about when Thomas comes back in the beginning of episode 11, and after being hidden away on the branch line for a little while, Thomas comes back in episode 11, and that morning when he's going to Knapford from Tidmouth, he passes Ryan. But, as stated, Ryan was not Ryan. Ryan was this engine, this evil engine, disguised as Ryan. But the issue is that I didn't have a regular Playroll Ryan at the time. So I had a custom Ryan made by my friend Homestar87. And it's a completely scratch-built Ryan made from a modified 2012 Percy. Like, they took a back end off of a Percy. And basically, yeah, they took a back end off of a Percy and cut off a good chunk of the front from Percy, I think. No. Yeah, they cut off the front from a Percy, brought back the front, and then took a back end off of a Percy and added it on to make Ryan's little pony truck. Or trailing truck, yeah, it's a trailing truck. So, it's a fun model. I love it. It's probably one of my favorite models. I actually made a Ryan to fit on a Donald and Douglas chassis. Because honestly, because I have a spare Donald and Douglas chassis, and just Ryan itself would look better in that format.
Guys, so since we were talking about the Minnesota and about Carl, I just pulled up ChatGPT and I just told it to write a story about a freight car and Thomas and Friends named Carl. He's a truck that looks like a cake but is only decorated like that because he's a refrigerated car. He used to be owned by Mr. Jolly. He was friends with Percy. Henry does not like him. Include the mayor of Sodor in the story, and it gave me something.
If you want to share it in chat, we'll fucking read it right now.
Is it like schizophrenic?
Like, wait, hold on. We should all like pick, like, we should all be different like parts in it or something. This is. I might not be able to send the whole thing at once. I can't.
Oh fuck!
How long is it? Jesus,
it's really long.
You went to ChatGPT for this shit? Yeah, we're here for a while.
Hold on, I just thought it'd be funny to see what it would do. Oh my goodness, it made it so long. It's gonna take forever to like take it out of my Discord sending box.
Off topic. What are the motors called?
Ignore the thing I just sent. That's not the right thing. Okay. Here, how about I just read it?
Well, no, I want to be able to read it too. I want to do. I want to do voices.
You could screenshot it. And then
it's too long to screenshot. Select text. Okay, here's what
multiple screenshots.
Here, I'll just send it in chunks. How about that? I'll send it in chunks.
That works. But dear God, this is
this is terrible.
This is gonna be the fucking most cursed thing ever.
No. Somehow
oh my goodness!
it's not.
Wait, it's like in 3. It's like in 4 separate stories too. What the heck? Okay.
Oh my God! It made a fucking Railway Series book.
Okay, here we go. Carl the Cake Car.
On the island of Sodor, there was a very unusual refrigeration car named Carl. Carl was painted to look just like a birthday cake. His sides were adorned with frosting swirls, colorful sprinkles, and even fake candles on his roof. This quirky design wasn't just for show. Carl had been a part of Mr. Jolly's chocolate factory, where he carried frozen treats to parties all across Sodor. After Mr. Jolly sold him to the Northwestern Railway, Carl became part of the goods fleet. Despite his change of duties, Carl's cheerful appearance remained the same, making him a favorite sight for children at stations. Carl quickly became good friends with Percy. Percy admired Carl's positive attitude and found his appearance delightful.
You're like a rolling party.
Percy often said, "Who wants to give Carl a voice?"
I don't know who here sounds the most like Sheldon Cooper.
Thanks, Percy. I don't know. I can't do so. Thanks, Percy. Oh, thanks, Percy. Wait, I should pull up like an AI Sheldon Cooper voice. Carl would reply with a chuckle. I may look sweet, but I'm cool on the inside. Literally. I can't do
I like
it.
the idea that he would genuinely say that. I like the idea that he just makes constant puns, like super often.
Why did ChatGPT do such a good job with this?
I know,
I'm not
right?
super supportive of AI, but this is actually really funny.
It's a good
so
build. I
fucking
think
funny.
AI is like a really good building block. People just use it wrong.
Yeah. Okay, here. Keep going. Someone else keep going.
However, not everyone liked Carl. Henry, the big green engine, was not a fan. He thought Carl's bright colors and festive design were ridiculous.
Refrigeration cars should look serious, not silly. And
And Henry grumbled one day as he waited at an Netflix station.
But it makes people happy. I can't do
Carl
the Carl
said.
voice. Someone else do it. Trying to defend himself.
Huffed Henry.
you're a distraction, not a proper truck.
Carl
Oh.
felt hurt, but kept his chin up. Percy reassured him that Henry would come around someday.
Okay, now let me send the second part. It's the second
Okay,
part.
we've got. Did you make the cake truck?
Oh, I sent the edit.
You should actually make the cake truck, and I'll fucking record this.
I just love the idea. If you make the cake truck, please God somehow make it to where it can like swivel.
I
Like-
will. Also,
make
if
it
we
like
do this
friction.
story, then I'll rewrite
All
it.
you would really need is just you need a. It would be like a kind of like a Lego piece thing. You can make it to where it
Here's
can
the
be a
next
little
one.
Lego Technic
Or it
piece.
could just be friction. All right, a big job for Carl. One
Right.
morning, the tech controller had an important announcement. The mayor of Sodor is hosting a charity event to raise funds for new station facilities. We'll need a special delivery of ice cream and cakes for the guests. Percy, you'll handle this important task, and you'll be pouring Carl. Someone else?
Percy beamed and Carl wiggled
Wiggled
with excitement. Fuck you mean wig? I mean, I guess he does.
You'll
swivel.
see Henry.
Does have the
Percy
kind
said
of-
Carl is perfect for this job. Henry, who was nearby, just sniffed and rolled his eyes. Wait, ChatGPT is cooking. Holy crap.
This
if we
is
do make
actually a
this-
pretty damn good story.
We
Holy
should like
shit.
rewrite it though. Like,
This definitely, yeah, it could definitely use a rewrite, but this is a good building block.
okay,
Trouble at the event.
on the day of the charity event, Percy puffed proudly into the town square with Carl in tow. Children cheered as Carl rolled up, his festive design adding a spark of joy to the celebration. The mayor of Sodor himself came to expect the delivery.
This
Someone
is marvelous.
The mayor exclaimed, admiring
Marvelous.
Carl. What a charming addition to the festivities.
I just think we can make the mayor sound like Scarloey. Marvelous.
I was gonna make him sound like Obama.
Do it. That works for
Marvelous.
Marvelous. This is marvelous.
One of the oh no, everything seemed
what a-
perfect until a sudden loud snap echoed through the square. One of the dessert tables collapsed, spilling cakes everywhere. The mayor looked distressed. How big of a table was it?
Probably a 4x8.
Like I feel like there's no way all the cakes got destroyed. Oh no, we'll need more cakes and fast. Percy looked at Carl. What do we do? Carl grinned. I've got just the thing. Opening his door. He had carried an
I've-
extra supply just in case.
Wait a minute, Carl can open his doors on his own?
I got just the thing. Carl opens his doors, revealing.
Wait,
his
hold on.
full
So you know how we said
C4?
he could swivel his head? So what if like it's like a swiveling door system? Like he has to like turn around like to open the door. Do you know what I mean? Like he's a
Holy
cat.
fuck, we are making this a thing.
Like and like it opens the door. Like he doesn't go up any, but like there's a hole in it. Like and then
That
there's
would
one
be
more
neat.
section too. Henry's change of heart, it's called. The fact that Carl knew that someone was gonna fuck up. Like
Carl's
He's like,
just
I know
used to
something's
people
good.
fucking up around him. I think that's the lore.
Henry later that evening, as the engines gathered in the sheds, the mayor's praise was still ringing in Carl's ears. Why was Carl at the sheds? Even Henry had heard about Carl's quick thinking.
Percy's best
Someone do
friend.
I suppose.
And he began reluctantly.
You're not as silly as I thought. That was useful.
I'm not doing the Carl voice again.
I'm
I'm
trying to.
over here.
Thank you, Henry. Carl replied warmly. Maybe one day you'll find my frosting charming too. Ew. That was actually kind of hilarious.
I will
Hold on, let
admit.
me ask it to
The
make us.
engines laughed, and even Henry managed a small smile. From that day on, Carl the Cake Car was not only loved by the people of Sodor, but also respected by his fellow engines. Well, most of them. Henry still had his moments. Stupid birds.
Henry just keeps calling, like, keeps accidentally, like, mislabeling Carl.
Like, Henry,
where Henry just keeps calling Carl the wrong thing.
That would be
I'm
really funny.
I'm adding that into the ChatGPT prompt. Make another story with Carl where Henry continually accidentally calls him. And
I
I'll
just
say,
realized this could be an allegory for, like,
one-
misgendering somebody.
I don't
Jesus Christ.
Throw one or two references to the previous stories in there. Also, what's a random character we want to throw in there? We threw in the Mayor of Soda to the last one. What
Fuck it,
about
I want to do Thomas. Add Thomas.
Okay.
Joe Biden.
Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
I'm not doing
Joe Biden visits
Okay, let's
Sodor
see.
to meet Carl.
Carl's name game. It's called. Oh my god. Oh, this is hilarious. Oh my god.
You know what's funny is that ChatGPT basically gave us a Railway series book.
It's doing it again, where it's making more than one story.
It might be. I don't think it's one story. I think it's
Like
just
chapters.
one story, and it's just
chapters.
like multiple chapters.
Yeah.
Well, that's basically what the Railway series books were.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
this
true.
is hilarious.
They were all one singular book about an engine or a related thing.
Or the
And-
title suggested it was about an engine, but then it was a bunch of random stories.
Yeah.
Chris Audrey.
But no, it happened with the Reverend too, because he fucking added Percy's one story at the end.
Well, like
of
how
fucking
branch
Henry.
line engines was about mainline engines, and how mainline engines was about branch line engines.
Yeah, and how literally 90% of the really useful engines book was about Thomas, Percy, and Duck, and then at the end,
Here's the Carl's name game.
Remember
Carl
when this
visits
was
Sodor.
about 3D modeling?
It
Yeah.
spiraled out of control. This is funnier.
Yeah, this really is.
I'm obsessed with Carl. Carl's
I'm
name.
gonna rename this character Spotlight Carl. Hold on, guys, give me a second.
We better.
Carl the refrigeration truck.
Carl
Guys,
the
everyone in
refrigeration
chat,
truck.
everyone in chat, please make a Carl custom if you can.
Carl the. We need to like post that edit I did, which is like what Carl canonically looks like.
I will share that as like the thumbnail at the end.
Carl the Cake Car was settling into his life on the Northwestern Railway. Despite his cheerful attitude and useful refrigeration abilities, there was one engine who still managed to make things awkward, Henry. Henry just couldn't seem to get Carl's name right. Off you go, Clark. Henry said one morning as Carl was coupled to Percy. Here, you guys do some voices too.
Okay, Jarvis.
No, just keep. No.
It's Carl, Percy corrected gently. Someone do the Henry voice.
Hold on, give me a second. I was just changing the title to be Carl the Cake Truck. Character spotlight: Carl the Cake Truck. All right, I
Like
will read now.
stealing their idea.
All right, right, Colin. I mean Carl. Henry muttered, puffing away quickly.
Why does he always do that? Carl asked Percy as they rolled off to deliver ice cream. Who are they delivering ice cream to?
Holy fuck! Is the ice cream truck now?
Maybe we should I should ask it next. The next one I type in, I'll say do a flying camper story. I think he's still getting used to you, Percy replied. After all, you saved the mayor's charity event. Maybe he feels a little silly about the way he treated you before. Carl said, I don't mind.
I
if
love
he
how
doesn't-"
we're getting more. So we're getting a continuous story.
Yeah, I told it to
basically
include
here for.
references to,
It's an entire character arc for Carl.
This is amazing.
We need to find an illustrator.
Oh my god.
Or hell, I'll fucking find the cake truck online and I'll buy it and I'll just use the base, put the cake truck on it, or put the little cake thing itself on there. And
No, I'm gonna.
well, I
3D
mean,
print
you'll
it.
design it, but and then we'll put a fucking face on it.
Is it me?
Here's the
This
next
feels
part.
like an-
Here's the next
This
part.
feels like it could be an AEG
That's the comment.
character.
Yes.
One sunny morning, the vet controller gave Carl an important job, delivering frozen fruits and dairy to the new Sodor Cafe at Vicarstown. It's adding to the Sodor lore. This is crazy.
Yes.
This is like the great discovery. Thomas was assigned to Poland for the journey.
This
will
will be fun.
Thomas.
We'll be the coolest team on the railway.
Literally.
Why does Carl keep making puns?
As they approached the yard, Henry was shunting trucks. When he saw Carl, he grumbled, "Oh, hello there, Curtis. Off to another party, are you?" "It's Carl," Thomas said firmly, giving Henry a stern look. "Yes, of course. Clyde, was it?" Henry said,
just
trying to cover up
heard
his
his-
mistake.
You
Carl
just
just
heard his
swallowed in
fucking name.
frustration.
It's Carl. Cake car Carl.
Thomas laughed. "Come on, Carl. Let's get moving before he calls you Clarence next."
The fuck's wrong with Clarence?
I wouldn't put it past him. He said.
This is too
What
funny.
This
did
is great.
Clarence do?
This is funny. All right.
Hey, Carl. I'm obsessed with the Carl origin story here. Okay, as Thomas and Carl made their way toward Vicarstown, they encountered a problem. One of the signals malfunctioned, causing a delay. While they waited, Henry puffed up on the adjacent track, pulling a heavy goods train.
"Hello again, Calvin," Henry called out.
It's Carl. C.A.
Oh my god, what if he had Kronk's voice instead? Right, the cake from the Sodor party.
How hard is it to remember?
"Easy there, Colin," Henry said with a smirk. "No need to get frosty." "You're doing it on purpose now, aren't you?" "Maybe a little. But you have to admit, it's fun to see Carl get all steamed up."
I'm not steamed up.
This is too fucking funny.
Oh, now Thomas is being a dick too.
Thomas is fucking just like, Thomas is so done with it. He's just fucking like, I'm here for the ride at this point.
Dude, if Carl was like a trains like thing, somehow, some way, I feel like Victor Tansik would totally do a "Hey Peter" joke if
Oh
he
my
was
god,
in
we need to hire someone to script him for trains. Okay.
You know, it's a good thing I'm here at the layout. I'm gonna just grab out Henry because Thomas and Henry are the characters in this story.
Later that day, Carl and Thomas successfully delivered the goods to the cafe. On their way back, they stopped at the sheds where Henry was resting. Nice work today,
Nice.
Carl. Oh, yeah, that's right.
"Nice work today, Carl," Henry said casually.
Wait a minute. Did you just call me by my real name?
Of course. I wanted to see how long I could keep you guessing.
You're impossible, Peter.
Okay, that was kind of a clunky ending, but it was still a hilarious story. Like just the very first time Henry messed it up. Like, how you doing, Clark?
Thomas chuckled. He's making up for for calling you silly all those weeks ago.
There, now I do a story where Carl.
Maybe I was wrong about you, Henry admitted. You're not just useful. You're unforgettable. Even I don't always.
You're forgettable, dude. After all.
Here, okay, what random character do we want to be thrown into this one?
Gordon.
Gordon would love Carl, not because he's Carl, but because he just pisses off Henry.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the entire story has to be Gordon pissing off Henry. Has to be.
But Gordon in the story, he likes Carl because
Henry.
Carl infuriates Henry.
Carl's mere existence infuriates.
Hold on. We should throw another character in there. Who else? Like a cameo character.
Cameo character. Rosie.
Okay.
We'll put fucking Rosie in there. Nobody ever expects Rosie. But that's not slander against Rosie. Just not a lot of people think about Rosie. Unless you're Carson. Or Krassen. Carson right now actually is really seems to give a damn about Rosie because Rosie's character arc in his series right now is really damn good. Do you think she has a character arc? Do you think she's a character?
Okay, now do a story where Carl is used on Henry's early morning flying kipper fish train. Put Gordon in the story. He likes Carl because Carl infuriates Henry. Rosie should also be in the story, but she should be more of a cameo. Put references to the previous stories in this one again. Okay, let's see what it gives me. Carl and the flying kipper.
Okay, I'll take that.
I feel like Carl's Kipper, I think, would have been a better.
Carl's kipper. We need to do rewrites of all these stories. These are hilarious.
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
they're going into chat, so we're going to keep them there.
It's still
Carl Enjoyer's Chat, I think is what we need to rename ourselves.
the very final chapter of this is called Gordon's Final Word.
Oh my god, he kills him.
Where the hell is my machine?
I'm over here.
Gordon's machine and Carl have a deep-setted relationship together.
Oh my god. Yes, Carl and Gordon Snowman are best friends.
They're
Booster
besties. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
besties.
and then the booster car is that toxic ex.
What?
I love how we're coming up with shit for stuff that makes no goddamn sense.
I don't think Booster Steam Car is in this, but
I can't believe we created an entire fucking character arc for a character we thought of in 5 minutes.
it all because of the stupid 3D modeling challenge. Okay, here we go. Carl and the Flying Kipper. Carl the cake car was feeling proud of himself ever since he'd saved the mayor's charity event with his extra frozen cakes. He'd been given more important jobs around soda, but today's job would be his most unusual yet. We need the Fat Controller's voice.
Carl, you'll be part of Henry's Flying Kipper tonight.
The Fat Controller. No.
Some of the fish needs to stay frozen longer, and you're just the car for the job.
Carl
was thrilled.
Me? On the Amazing Flying Kipper. This is going to be amazing. Percy voice.
Percy gave him an encouraging nudge.
How? You don't have arms, Percy. Did he just shunt him really hard? Just bash into him? You'll do great tonight.
Break a leg.
Break a leg. Henry's
No.
reluctance.
Just try not to have Henry call you the wrong name all night.
Where is it? Okay. That evening, Carl was coupled to Henry's train at Tidmouth Docks. Wait, holy crap. Railway series Flying Kipper.
Holy shit, that's crazy, man.
Henry looked less than pleased. Why do I have to bring him along? Henry muttered under his breath. The flying
The flying kipper
serious.
is serious business, not some rolling bakery.
Good evening, Harvey.
Oh!
It's Henry, not Harvey. And it's Carl, isn't it?
Ain't no way ChatGPT came up with an actual funny joke where like Carl calls him the wrong name. That's crazy.
That is surprising. I'm surprised it was actually. That's good. I like that.
Okay, nearby, Gordon was resting at the platform. He overheard the conversation and smirked. I must say, Carl, you're just what Henry's flying kipper needs. A bit of fun.
Fuck is
Someone
Gordon doing there?
Someone do Henry. I don't care.
Hold on. I got you. God, where the fuck is Henry's thing? The flying kipper is not about fun, Gordon. It's about punctuality and precision.
Like, you can obviously tell that like Gordon doesn't actually think it's fun. He just wants to piss Henry off even more.
Lighten up, Harold. Oh, I'm sweet. I'm sorry. I mean, Henry.
Gordon burst out laughing.
You're a delight, Carl. Keep it up.
Henry grumbled as he puffed away, Carl cheerfully rattling along behind him.
This is great. This is like the Carson's Video Workshop Richard compilation, where it's just a bunch of like Richard stories, but just with Carl.
You know what's funny is that I wish this would have done like the fucking like, the Gordon's Hill scene that we talked about earlier.
We can throw that in here and like
we should scrounge up we should make a donation goal for a Gauge 1 Carl.
Frosty problem. Oh dear God! As the flying kipper raced through the misty early morning countryside, Carl did his job perfectly, keeping the special fish shipment frozen.
See, Henry.
Carl called from the back of the train.
I'm just as serious as any other truck.
Henry didn't respond, too focused on maintaining his speed. But as they approached the signal box near Wellsworth, disaster struck. A patch of icy rails, left over from Carl's refrigeration unit venting steam in the cold night air, caused Henry to skid. He managed to stop just in time, but he was shaken.
Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense.
How does that work?
That means fucking Carl's fucking been all over the place.
Dude, Carl is the reason he crashed the first time.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Okay, so that's just obviously Carl is racist to electric engines. What?
Wait, what?
It's just ChatGPT, like being ChatGPT. We're not going to count that as canon to the Carl verse.
The Carl.
We're not counting that as canon to the Carl verse. Rosie to the rescue.
Hold on. I gotta get back to Discord because we didn't finish that. We didn't finish that last part with Carl and Henry.
Yeah,
Carl! Henry huffed angrily. Your frosty nonsense nearly derailed us.
Go fuck yourself.
I didn't mean to, Carl said. His
usually cheerful tone, sounding apologetic.
I was just doing my job.
Rosie to the rescue. The delay caught the attention of Rosie, who was shunting trucks nearby. She quickly came over to check on the situation. So who's doing Rosie? Give Rosie the most like manly voice possible.
I am Rosie.
Everything all right, Henry.
Thanks to Carl the cake car. Henry grumbled.
Don't be so hard on it. No, I'm not doing that. With the smile. He's been nothing but helpful, and besides, you're still on time.
Henry muttered something under his breath and puffed away. Stupid bitch. Rosie gave Carl an encouraging wink for getting in fact.
Alright, there's now it's Gordon's final word.
Oh yay.
This is hilarious. I'm loving the Carl lore.
Okay, hold on.
By the time Henry returned to the sheds later that morning, he was exhausted and still annoyed. Gordon, however, was waiting for him, looking quite amused. So, Henry, Gordon said smugly, how was your early morning adventure with Carl?
Don't start.
Come now, Henry. Or that's not Gordon. Come now, Henry. Gordon chimed in. Admit it, you couldn't have done it without me.
Henry sighed but said nothing.
Don't worry, Carl. I think you've done an excellent job keeping Henry on his toes.
I love how this
Yes.
sounds like an in joke for the fucking flying kipper always fucking crashing.
or his wheels, Carl added, earning a hearty laugh from Gordon. Okay, so now we have to do the Carl turning around to face Edward thing on the hill.
Okay, Henry just groaned. If you two are quite finished, I'm going to rest. And Carl, if you're joining the flying kipper again, no more frosty tricks. I can dream, Harold. Carl, feeling quite proud of himself, settled into the yard, ready for his next adventure. Gordon puffed away, still chuckling to himself, and Rosie, passing by with a cheerful whistle, gave Carl another friendly wink. It seemed that Carl was quickly becoming one of the most talked about cars on the island of Sodor.
Did you just
Holy
make that up? Are you typing something in ChatGPT as well?
No. No, this is just what was left because I don't remember us reading it.
Wait, there was more?
Yeah, after that, I already read the Henry part.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Well, I read the rest of it. We're good.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on.
I guess I'm gonna do Edward and Henry here because see, like Edward was like the one voice that I wanted to do earlier because he was really fucking funny. Edward's just like, what? Or, oh, whatever line it gives to Edward seeing Carl's head turn, I'm gonna say oh, and then come up with something else because I don't think Chat GPT is gonna come up with something as interesting.
Should we like factor it like into the story that Carl also like doubles as a brake van or something because he just has like really good brakes? Because like, how do we make it so that he faces Edward?
Well, they make him like a brake tender at the end of the train. Yeah.
Nah, I'll just say that like the brake van got blown up or something. I don't know.
Well, the flying kipper usually never has a brake van, anyways.
Yeah, it does.
In the time and CGI and
Okay, whatever. Fine. Edward.
I've only seen the damn thing with a brake van twice. I wonder why Henry fucking crashes. Henry fucks up big time.
Okay, so far the lore has been he was owned by Mr. Jolly, started a cooking show run by him, and was used as a parade float for a while. Then he was sold to the NWR to run on the Flying Kipper. His head can kind of just spin like Top Hats does, and Percy is his best friend, and Henry fucking hates him, but keeps it down low to not make Percy sad.
Yes. I think we've come up with a great story here.
Okay,
I
now
think this
what's
is a
the
good
random
joke.
character we're gonna throw in there?
Okay, so we've got Edward and Henry, maybe Duck. Just so we can have Duck say, oh dear. Oh dear.
Okay.
Duck sees everything.
What would Duck's opinions on Carl be? I feel like he'd be very neutral.
Well,
No.
Carl, are you doing it the Great Western way? I've never heard of that. Well, then you're doing it the wrong way.
Fuck your Great Western way.
What would James's opinion on Carl be?
Oh, James. I didn't even think about James. James hasn't appeared in this fucking story
What
at
would
all.
Reg's opinion on Carl be?
You know, that's such an obscure character that probably would have seen him at some point.
Oh my
Yeah,
god. Wait, no, imagine James. James likes Carl, but he's kind of weird about it. Like
It's like TD's Tales of Sodor James, where James, after his accident's just fucking brain dead.
No, he's just weird about it. He's like, he's one of the good trucks.
And then Carl comes
Oddly-
up and then like Scruffy comes up and he says, "Are you racist? Are you? What's that supposed to mean?"
What the fuck's that supposed to mean? I'm just
What's
saying.
racism?
It's just Jason's like oddly racist, but he's like that one friend he has. It's like, nah. I'm not
Okay, here's-
racist. I have a truck friend that looks at Carl.
Okay, here we go. It's called Carl Edward Henry and the Long Flying Kipper. Carl the Kit Car was feeling quite proud. Once again, he had been assigned to the Flying Kipper, hauling frozen fish to markets across Sodor. That's not how the Flying Kipper works, but okay. This
In
time,
the CGI series, it does.
oh really?
Yeah, actually, apparently, Henry's flying kipper train in the CGI series actually stops at the main big stations. So like Wellsworth,
Okay.
Kronk, or Kildane, basically, Kelsthorpe Road and Croven's Gate and Vickerstown.
Okay.
Before going to the mainland.
The Flying Kipper is hard. Oh no, that's Henry's. This time, however, the train was much longer than usual. Henry had become grumbling about it all evening.
The flying kipper is hard enough without these extra trucks.
Henry complained as they were coupled together at the docks. And Carl is still calling him the wrong name. That's hilarious. Relax, Harvey. Carl chirped, already enjoying the chance to tease Henry again. I'm here to keep things cool. So now they just have like a rivalry where they call each other.
Yeah, to see how many times they can call each other the wrong fucking name.
Nearby, Duck was arranged. Or it's Henry.
It's Henry.
Things cool. Nearby, Duck was arranging some wagons. When he noticed the length of Henry's train, he shook his head. Oh dear.
He shook
Wait, how
his
did he
head?
shake his head? Maybe he opened up his smoke box door. You know, just irky.
Don't worry, Duck. We'll manage just fine.
Duck wasn't quite sure. Oh dear. Great Western slip coaches. Oh dear. Great Western slip. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Slip coaches.
Am I the only one that thinks it's weird? Duck calls the slip coaches slippies.
They're like
No.
his little. They're his little friends. They're his.
Yeah.
Trouble on the hill. The Flying Kipper set off under the cover of early morning mist. Carl rattled along cheerfully, even as Henry muttered complaints about the extra weight. When they reached
Why
Gordon's Hill, the train
rattling?
was slow. Henry puffed as hard as he could, his wheels slipping on the frosty rails.
Come on. Henry.
Carl
groaned.
tried to encourage him. You've got this, Harold, just a little further.
It's Henry. But his strength
Henry
wasn't
sobbed,
enough.
but his
The
strength
train's-
wasn't enough.
The train stalled halfway up the hill, leaving Henry fuming.
From the signal box at Woolsworth, Edward saw the trouble and quickly came to the rescue.
I'll give you a push, Henry.
Edward called as he train right behind Carl.
See, like it is right now, Edward cannot see Carl's face.
Oh God, no. Okay, ChatGPT is about to give a really weird description for how Carl turns around. I think
Oh,
because
Oh,
I told him
God.
like the cake part spins around, but
doesn't realize what that means.
as Edward began pushing, Carl swiveled his cake-like body to look at the blue engine. His brightly painted candles seemed to glow in the early dawnlight. Hello there, Carl said cheerfully. Thanks for the help, Edward. You're a real gent.
His
Oh.
cake-like body.
And you must be Carl.
What?
I've heard quite a bit about you.
Like, good things, I hope. Carl replied with a wink. Do you think winking for Carl is just like moving, like swiveling just a little bit or something?
Yeah. Mostly, Edward said, his eyes twinkling. Though Henry has had a few complaints.
Oh, Henry just likes to grumble, Carl said. He's still upset I called him Harold the other night. And today.
Well, you certainly bring some color to the railway.
I try my best, Carl said proudly, though I must say, Edward, you're quite the hero coming to our rescue like this.
It's all part of being a really useful engine.
It's all part of being a really useful refrigeration truck painted to be like a birthday cake.
I'm watching this on an iPod Touch.
All right.
James is the most racist character of the entire series.
That's just accurate.
Reaching-
That's just
Reaching the top. Well, with Edward's help, the flying kipper crested the hill and Henry finally found some relief. Thank you, Edward.
Thank you, Edward.
Slightly embarrassed. And Carl, you did fine too. Wow, did you hear that? Carl teased. Henry gave me a complaint. Maybe next time he'll even remember my name. But he just did remember your name. Okay, now it's getting confused. I'm going to stop telling it to making callbacks to previous stories because now it's getting like... I'm watching... So look at what Silverlink48 just said. I'm watching this on an iPod Touch.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's crazy.
I mean, iPod Touches were made up until the SEs started being made.
Edward and Carl laughed while Henry muttered something about cheeky trucks. As the
You
train rolled into
fucking-
the next station, Duck passed by with some empty wagons. He glanced at the length of the train and the frost on the rails. Oh dear, Duck said it again. He said it again.
It's like Duck doesn't know how to feel.
Wait, no, maybe that's just like a gag in like these stories. Like it's just everywhere. And like he only says oh dear. Like he's just in impossible places. Like when Thomas falls down the mine, Duck's just in there and he goes, oh dear. Or like,
Yeah, like Duck was
when
already
Gordon
in the
Ramsay,
mine
like-
because he fell in it.
No, Duck, when Gordon leaves like the station, Duck goes, oh dear. And then like when he crashes into Kirk Ronan, Duck's also somehow there and he goes, oh dear.
It's like Duck. Well, see, I mean, Gordon took forever to go, to get to fucking Kirk Ronan. Granted, Kirk Ronan was on the whole other side of the island.
Big Duck's just there. Okay, here, the last part of the story.
A new friendship.
That evening, Carl found himself resting in the yard next to Edward. Thanks again for the push today, Carl said. I don't know how Henry would have managed without you.
Happy to help. Carl, you're quite unique. I've never met a truck with such personality.
Yeah, all the other trucks are just suicide bombers.
Yeah, quite literally.
Well, I try to stand out, Carl said with a grin. Though I think it's my frosting that seals the deal.
You might be right about that, Edward chuckled.
As the engines and trucks settled down for the night, Carl felt proud of his role in the flying kipper and happy to have made a new friend in Edward. Even Duck's quiet, oh dear. It's still happening.
oh dear. Oh
Like
dear.
Duck's just in the yard while they're sleeping, and as he goes to sleep, he just goes, oh dear.
That's all Duck says. It's like the brake fan from TD's Tales of Sodor. I'm the brake fan.
Oh my god, this is great. Carl is my favorite fan character ever, and we made him. Oh my god. Carl, we need Carl fan art. Silverlink28, please make Carl fan art. I beg of you.
Someone, please.
Can you post the edit of Carl into your as like a community post?
Yes.
Calling all Carls.
Okay, Carl.
I'm gonna probably go into my editor on my other computer and probably edit down the live stream just to the Carl section.
Yeah.
And we'll call it Carl.
Edit it into like 2 different live streams. Like one where it's us actually doing what we were supposed to be doing, and then just Carl.
Oh, it's probably getting late for everybody. I will say, this has been one hell of a thing. We basically created a character.
Yeah, I think we need one more mini Carl adventure. What if we do one where
what we need to do,
Carl and
we
Sophie.
need to make the Carl fund.
The what?
A Carl fund?
To make a Gauge 1 Carl.
I want all of us to take 10% of all of the, maybe not 10%, but a small percentage of all the money we make and save it up as a collective to make Carl like the most well-known fan character, like currently.
I'm gonna have some friends look into it and just, honestly, just be like, please, guys, me and my friends have created a new character, Carl the Cake Car.
Do you understand how fucking funny it would be if we got like really big creators to like recognize Carl?
You guys, you guys don't understand. I am going to completely stop work on Vinny to make a Trackmaster Carl, you guys, okay?
Good, we need it.
I'm everyone watching the stream, I know you guys, like, I made those announcements earlier in the stream, but screw them, okay?
Scratch that. We're
I'm
making Carl
Carl is now my, like, biggest
number one
like,
priority.
Carl has
I think we need
priority,
we
Mr.
stop
Freeman.
the stream. We need one more Carl adventure. What we need something. What about Carl and Hector, or like Carl and Scruffy? Like we need a clash to Carl. Like
Yeah,
Scruffy would just-
Carl and Scruffy, and then throw some Great Western guys in there.
Scruffy would like call him like useless and worthless and tell him to scrap himself.
No, Scruffy will quite literally tell him, "Kill yourself."
I
Scruffy
feel
is
like
just that ruthless.
we need Carl to get into an accident of some kind.
You know, and then you gotta put some of the Great Western guys. Keep Duck with his oh dear, and then I think Oliver should acknowledge Duck's oh dear and be like, "Is that all you say?"
Okay, hold on.
We'll add that in as a line later on.
Okay, we'll make the Carl story. In this
I want Duck, Oliver, and maybe one of the Scottish twins, maybe.
Yeah, hold on.
God, why is this so funny? This shouldn't be as funny as it is. This is the pinnacle of comedy.
It is. It really is.
Let's go to bed. We ain't got anything better to do.
Back to his Duck saying, "Oh dear." It takes place on the Little Western, and Carl is having a scuffle with the worst truck on Sodor.
Scruffy.
No, I did just come to a realization. It has nothing to do with Carl, but it does have. I did come up with a realization. So you know how Victor Tanzik's series like sort of goes via years, like he like canonically has sort of just gone through like year to year.
Yeah, it covers like a 10-year period.
Yeah. One day he's gonna reach the 2000s, and he probably will talk about 9/11.
Oh God.
He's got about what he did 1960s this last season 6.
I think so. Yeah.
Season
Oh my
7.
God. Wait.
Oh.
When was the Challenger?
That was like 2000. Oh no, that was 1983, I think.
When was when was Chernobyl?
70s. Oh God.
1980s. Damn, the 80s, bro. Bro, when he
I
hits
thought
the
Chernobyl
80s,
was. Oh God.
dude, we're gonna. He may or I bet he's gonna do some Soda or Fallout type shit when he hits the 80s, and he's gonna be like shit engines of Chernobyl or some bullshit like that.
You know, I used to be friends with the Sodor Fallout creator.
Timothy Thunderbolt.
Yep.
Okay, guys, here we go. I put make another Carl story. In this one, the only aspect that is really called back to is Duck saying, "Oh dear." It takes place on the Little Western, and Carl is having a scuffle with the worst truck on Sodor, SC Reffy. Characters in this story: Duck, Oliver, Douglas, and some random troublesome trucks for Scruffy to talk to. Oliver at some point should also call out the fact that Duck says "Oh dear" a lot. Are you guys ready for this?
We're in for a treat now, boys.
Carl, my beloved. I love how this literally just spawned to me like thinking like, what's the stupidest truck I can think of, and putting the cake car on the list.
And then
If
it
it
was
wasn't
just
for me, quote unquote, making the cake car, we would have never got there. Carl versus Scruffy. Oh God.
Okay. Carl the cake car had never worked on Little Western before. He was excited to explore the branch line and meet new engines and trucks. Today he was assigned to deliver frozen goods to Owlsboro Harbor, and Duck had arranged for him to join a train of other trucks. The trouble started when Carl was coupled next to SC Ruffy, the most devious truck on Sodor.
So who's doing the Scruffy voice?
Well, SC Ruffy sneered, sizing up Carl's brightly colored cake-like appearance. What do we have here? A birthday cake on wheels? No, that's more of a George. I don't know. I need. Carl's canon in my series now, says Silverlink28. Please put in Carl. Like I will. I'm gonna put Carl on eBay eventually, like a 3D printed Carl. And I want to buy him
People are
and
gonna
use
find
him.
this and be like, "What the fuck?"
This
I'm
is
going to learn
Carl
how to
origin
model
story.
Carl's face. Okay. Carl chuckled. That's me, Carl the cake car. Cool as a cucumber. Cooler than a fish in a freezer. The troublesome truck on SC Ruffy burst into laughter, but SC Ruffy wasn't amused.
What kind of truck are you anyway? You're not serious. You're not tough. And you're definitely not useful.
I'm useful enough to keep fish and cakes fresh, Carl replied cheerfully. And I've got more personality in my frosting than you do in your sprinter.
Damn!
Dude, and laughing at Carl's comeback.
Carl's fucking ruthless.
SC Ruffy is something I was not expecting, but I'm so happy that it exists.
Carl just absolutely fucking killed him.
That was Carl's a beast.
Like if you continue fighting that, you're done. Like there's nothing.
The scuffle begins. As Duck arrived to collect the train, he noticed the brewing tension. Oh dear, Duck sighed. Carl looked over. You say that a lot, don't you? Duck ignored the comment and began to pull the train along the Little Western, but as they rolled toward the harbor, SC Ruffy began scheming.
We'll show that cake guy don't belong here.
SC Ruffy whispered, or Scruffy whispered to the other trucks. The troublesome trucks agreed and started holding back, causing the train to slow down. Carl, who was near the back, noticed the strain. Hey, what's the holdup? Carl called out.
It's the Little Western.
SC Ruffy sneered. Maybe
You're
you're
just too chuffed to be on our line.
Carl gritted his buffer. How did he do that?
Good fucking question.
I may be decorated like a cake, but I can handle trouble like the rest of you. Carl's an interesting character. Oh, AI is good because Carl. I'm
just
so glad that we decided to make Carl a thing.
Yeah.
To think, if I just kept my mouth shut, we probably wouldn't even like. This was a group effort, really.
Yeah, like honestly, this is probably the funnest thing I've ever created with friends.
There has never been. I've never like seen a butterfly effect more prominent than this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Up ahead, Oliver was waiting with
Hold on. Oliver was waiting and sighting with Toad's brake van. What's going on back there? Oliver asked as he buffered up behind Carl.
Wait, hold on, I'm confused. Why is... Wait,
I did the Oliver voice. Yes.
Wait, why does it get cut short?
It's a good.
Oh no,
question.
it doesn't get cut short. That's weird.
What the fuck? What's it?
Hold on, it got cut short for some reason. I don't know why. Let me add the rest of it. Hold on. It like seriously like cut it short, and I have no idea why. Hold on.
I think it's done. I think it's just.
No, it's not done. There's more. It just messed up. It just messed up. There's more. Trust me. I thought it would just stopped for some reason, but it didn't.
Squidward Community College.
Here's the actual part of that.
Okay. All right. Up ahead, Oliver was waiting at a siding with Toad the brake van. He noticed Duck struggling with the train and quickly moved to help. What's going on back there? Oliver, as he buffered up behind Carl.
Wait, hold on. Why? How was he? I'm pretty sure that it's supposed to say like up there, because how would he be in front of Carl if he's behind Carl?
Fair enough. What's going on up there? Oliver asked as he buffered up behind Carl.
Just Scruffy being a splintery old bore, Carl replied. I think he's jealous of my frosting. Oh, I guess like Toad is like behind Oliver. Toad chuckled. Jealous? I know I will sort him out.
Mr. Carl.
As
Remember,
Oliver
you gotta add the Mister whatever, because that's just who Toad is.
Jealous or not, we'll sort him out, Mr. Carl.
As Oliver pushed the train, he called out the duck. They're holding back again, and I think you heard. I heard you say, "Oh dear." You do that a lot, you know.
Duck huffed. It's not my fault this branch line attracts so much trouble. Sounds like a catchphrase to me.
I love that Duck actually finally says something normal. I think that's weird. It broke character for Duck. Duck's only supposed to say, "Oh dear."
Oh dear. I love this so much.
This is so fun.
We need gauge 1 Carl, y'all.
Well, first let's start with Trackmaster scale Carl, and we'll just scale it up at some point.
Oh, scale Carl.
We'll go Trackmaster because that's basically S. Then we'll go O scale, and then
Okay. A frosty surprise. SC Ruffy and the troublesome trucks weren't finished yet. They began surging forward, trying to bump Carl off balance. Watch it, Splinter Breath. Carl shouted, rattling on as they hit him.
Oh, we're having a bit of fun.
As he heard Scruffy cackled. But Carl had a plan. As the train approached a downhill section, Carl activated his refrigeration unit, releasing a burst of icy steam into the air. He can do that? The sudden cold startled Scruffy and the trucks. What's going on? Scruffy yelped as the icy vapor made the rails slick. Wait, okay, that doesn't make it... Okay, this is obviously ChatGPT not knowing how things work. So
not knowing how trains work.
Give me a Carl model. This isn't canon. That aspect of it isn't canon to the Carl verse. But I like.
No, Carl's just magic. That's what it is.
No, I do like the idea that he like scares Scruffy and shit.
Like I want him
And
to
then-
scare him, but he can't like just make him bumping like
Okay, so where did we leave off? The part about
the sudden cold start. What's going on? Scruffy yelped as the icy vapor made the rails slick. Duck and Oliver stopped at the bottom of the hill to inspect the chaos. Duck shook his head. Say it with me, folks. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Told you. Oliver teased.
Carl grinned. Guess I am cool under pressure. A new respect. Back at the harbor, the trucks were shunted into place. Scruffy was unusually quiet, glaring at Carl from his siding.
You may have won this time,
Scruffy muttered.
but you're still nothing more than a silly cake car.
And you're still nothing more than a pile of splinters waiting to happen. Oh my
Little
god.
does he
Carl.
know. Wait, okay, hold on. So this takes place way after,
Yeah.
Scruffy already being broken apart. So it can't be canon to Railway Series lore because Scruffy was just scrapped in the Railway Series.
Yeah.
So yeah, TV
I
series.
thought we
will
already
Scruffy.
decided that like
Yeah,
Carl was not Railway Series material.
Carl takes place mid to late CGI series. Duck and Oliver laughed as they puffed away. Oliver said, "I think you'll fit in on the Little Western just fine."
Thanks, Oliver, Carl replied. But if Duck says, "Oh dear," one more time, I might need to chill him out too. Duck just sighed. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh, dude.
That was beautiful.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I have never been more happy with anything than with Carl the Cake Car.
Carl the Cake Car was probably our best work.
Oh my god, I like we literally just did like a freaking character gallery. Holy crap! Like that was like
This is one
like
of those
obviously
things.
like obviously the ChatGPT stuff is pretty clunky, but like I feel like we can work these concepts into like real stories. Like
See, like that's the thing. The actual thing needs just a little like the script itself needs polishing, and then we'd be good.
but like ChatGPT, it came up with some stuff that like I wasn't expecting. Like Carl roasting Scruffy. That was perfect.
And basically saying that Allsburg Harbor is is used as a literal harbor, which is crazy because in the TV series, Allsburg Harbor is not used as a harbor; it's used as a tourist attraction. So
Well,
it's
I mean,
like
Carl was
in universe,
Carl was
basically.
delivering cakes. It probably was for a tourist attraction.
Yeah, but Scruffy and them would have no reason to go to Allsport Harbor.
He's delivering the sprinkles.
Scruffy being filled with anything more more than ballast.
Son of a. Your character spotlight, Carl. I'm looking at the freaking thing right now. Okay, people in the chat, would you buy a Trackmaster Carl 3D print with like that actually like has like the swiveling stuff? Make a Carl series.
I can't believe we created something that's this popular now.
Okay, I don't think that Carl could be a series, but I think he could be like half of a season of a series. You know, like
Yeah, like you could put like
the Carl arc.
yeah, like Carl's the newest, or Carl's technically the newest introduced character on the island.
Well, I mean, he
He's
was
been
already
there
on
for a
the
long time, but he's the newest introduced. And so, just Carl as a character just makes a whole lot of sense.
I'm in love with fucking Carl the Cake Car. Holy crap. This is amazing. We need did you make the community post of Carl's edit?
Not yet. I'm gonna
Please do that. That's Carl is love, Carl's life.
introducing Carl the Cake Car.
Carl. I need to learn how to 3D. We need to commission someone to make a Carl face. Like we need a unique face for Carl. Like
Because I mean, the Snow Machine has one. The Steam Booster car has a face.
Yeah. We need a face for Carl.
I still
Carl.
feel like Sheldon Cooper looking face would fit Carl really well.
How do you translate that into freaking? The only human face that has ever been transposed onto a character in canon was Wilbert Audrey. Like he had a self insert 440 in an annual story or something.
Well, I mean like a similar sort of
99% sure that Andrew Brenner wrote that story.
most Thomas faces, if I recall correctly, are kind of just at least somewhat loosely based on real people. They're just kind of.
We need gauge 3 Carl. We need pack scale Carl.
Pack scale Carl.
Pack scale 1-to-1 scale Carl. 1-to-1 scale. Wait, I want
Planetary Carl.
2-to-1 scale Carl. Oh, I want a fleet of 00 scale Carls.
I want multiple Carls.
I'm gonna make 00 scale Carl. Yes. Fucking Carl.
We can have people make their OCs where it's LBSC Carl.
Oh my god. Furness Railway Carl.
Furnace Railway Carl.
Okay, yeah.
LMS Carl.
We need to get Carl into a really popular fan game or something, like freaking Soda Online or something. Imagine Carl in Soda Online. That'd be amazing.
Maybe not Soda Online. Maybe not Soda Online.
Soda Simulator. I don't know.
One of the ones that aren't run by bad people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's how you boost yourself. I mean, it works.
Carl.
We just need the Carl.
We should make a Carl game. A Carl RPG.
What if Carl, one of the episodes, he runs a mini bakery and they sell croissants?
You know what? Silverlink 28, if you Carl had Silverlink 28, if you buy the Calliope, I'll make sure you get a free Carl. When we make Carl, then I'll send you one if you buy the Calliope.
I'm gonna message my friend Mega and then be like, have you heard of the Cake Car?
Carl the cake car. Wait, hold on. I feel like we need a more concrete Carl edit before we show up like a ton of people. Like, can you guys edit any better than me?
No.
Like, that was just like a really quick edit. I mean,
No, what we really need is we need to.
I could edit if I wasn't tired.
Fair enough.
please, we need Carl.
If I wasn't fucking like sleep deprived already and like
Okay, let me try
recovering
and, like-
from a food poisoning, then I could probably do it.
See, TTB, when you make the cake car, when I make my when I make my friend's care package of like models and stuff like that for him, I'm gonna include one of the cake car models. We need to figure out a mechanism for that, like make a custom
haven't
chassis.
figured it out. I haven't
Hey, get
figured
it.
it out.
Okay.
I feel
Yeah,
like
once-
just having it be friction fit would be fine.
Yeah. It'd be cool if we had like one of those mechanisms, like those Tomy action cars.
Where it rolled, it kind of also spun the head.
Yeah.
I feel like that would not. I mean, that would be cool, but also I feel like that would just be
Kind of defeat
annoying.
the whole purpose of Carl's character.
Yeah, I feel like just having it be like an opposable sort of thing where you can just sort of spin it around manually would be better.
Yeah.
I think you could technically. Would you? I don't know. It would probably be kind of hard, but you could probably do a print in place where you don't actually even need to assemble it. But at the same time, I don't think that's necessary. Because of how easy it would be.
And you can just print it all in one piece. But then at that point, basically what that's doing is you're... Josh, give me a second to remember.
I wonder
Literally
if
what you're doing is you're creating the you're making like what it's like the friction fit thing.
Guys, trust me, I got Carl figured out. Okay, I'll make Carl soon.
Carl will be real.
Carl will be in season 4 of Soto Chronicles.
That's your series, right?
Mm-hmm. He
You
will.
know, I
He
was-
will appear.
You're not lying.
He will.
You better put Carl in there.
Oh yeah, Carl. If cause see Henry at some point. I'm gonna put it as like the Carl origin story has already happened. So like Carl gets taken to the Steamworks because they also repair like trucks and whatnot. And so Carl's refrigeration unit's going out, and he needs a refrigeration unit replacement. And Henry is still being fixed in the Steamworks for towards the end of season 3 when Henry had his accident caused by Diesel 10.
I have a question. How on earth do like refrigeration trucks work? Like, where are they getting their electricity?
Probably battery. I guess I don't know.
They do. It's basically like how refrigeration semis work, right? It's all battery powered, basically. Generation
Wait,
unit.
Carl's like perpetual motion. Like the wheels, when his wheels move, it generates electricity.
Actually, that's how some shit works. So that would work.
I mean, having the idea of like he kind of you could have it to where he kind of just is sort of a battery and a generator at the same time. So when his wheels spin, it sort of generates a little bit of heat, obviously. So it's like it would, heat up a little whatever the fuck, and it would like.
Or
get
it's just a generator, like attached to his axle.
Yeah, it has like a generator attached to his axle, and then maybe have like brakes that also generate a bit of heat. Like he could have his brakes and when they break, he like.
Because like usually, like when people like talk about that sort of concept, they're trying to power the thing that's moving, and that just doesn't work. But like refrigeration, that works.
refrigeration.
Wait a minute, maybe we should make an anti-Carl, like a heater car.
Anti-car. Oh my god, it'd be like Mr. Snow versus Mr. whatever
Heat
that
miser.
one.
Wait,
Snow
hold on.
Miser and Heat Miser.
What would the freaking anti-Carl be though?
Laurel.
What? No, no.
Carl.
That's, what
It's
would Auntie Carl
bizarrely
be? What kind
Carl.
of truck would it be? What kind of truck would Auntie Carl be? A slag truck.
You know those barbecue trucks that kind of just roam around?
What?
Okay, so
food
you know,
truck.
yeah, you know, like those food trucks that kind of
I
just
don't know about
exist.
that.
No, hear me out. A narrow gauge food truck.
Oh, the refreshment.
And they meet at the fucking the fucking transfer yard or Croven's
Yeah.
Gate.
Yeah.
And he's like, I keep things hot. Like I keep all this like barbecue stuff hot. Like, but like, would he also have to be funny shaped though? What would he be shaped like?
A
Wait, hold on. We
giant
need to
rib.
find. No. We need to find like a TWR piece that's like. Hold on. Or wait, what about like the Playrail? Isn't there like a Playrail burger car or something?
Yes,
Yeah,
the
there
burger
is.
car from Playrail. That's
burger
exactly
car.
what we'll do.
Wait,
Burger
find
car.
a picture of that. Find a picture of that.
Yes, give me just a second. I'll find the fucking burger car. It was one of the anniversary cars.
It is. Come on,
Oh my
load.
god, there it is. Wait, there's more than one version?
There's multiple burger cars.
Okay, you know what's crazy? I just found five versions of the burger car.
The fuck?
There's one that's kind of like a box van, more or less.
Then there's one that's a double burger. Then there's an egg burger. Then there's an egg burger, but it's a different color. Then there's another egg burger.
There's
there's
a
a red-
single.
See, we can make it more conventional, where this is the box car 70th anniversary car kind of thing.
No, but like, what if, because it's narrow gauge, so like, what if it's just like a little room and it's like shaped like a burger and it's on like a little flatbed?
Yeah,
That'd
it's
be a
like that.
really
It's like that
weirdly
one episode of
shaped
SpongeBob where
Oh my-
SpongeBob
and
lives
you
in
know
a
what's even
giant
better?
Krabby Patty.
The Playroll burger car spins, so we can have the same thing that we have with Carl. What would it be named though? What would the name be of Auntie Carl?
Bob.
Mm,
No, Bob's too
what
simple.
about Rob?
Berg. What name of Carl the cake car. Rob the burger car.
No.
Eugene.
Barry the barbecue.
Eugene H. Krabs.
No.
Hinkle.
Wait, what about Barry the barbecue bar?
Barry the barbecue car.
No, like bar, like he's a bar and grill.
Oh,
Barry's barbecue bar and grill.
Yes.
Jones barbecue and foot massage.
Barry's Barbecue Bar and Grill is probably the best restaurant in
Barry's
all of northern Sodor.
Barry's barbecue bar and grill. So wait, hold on. What if like the restaurant is like separate, and then he's just like for like
He's like the food truck basically.
he's
version
like
of the
for
restaurant.
catering events, like when the
Yeah.
railway opens. A new station.
like weddings and shit like that.
Or he's like he could
Oh,
also
that's
be
definitely
like
what showed up at Stephen Topham Hatt's wedding.
So they had it on. So like, Lady Hat was like, "Where are we gonna have our wedding?" And he's like, "We have to have it on the Scarloway Railway." And she's like, "Why?" And he's like, "I have my reasons, okay? I have my reasons, honey."
Because see in the TV series, you got to think about it. Like Stephen Topham Hatt is technically Bertram's grandson. So who's the Topham Hat between Bertram and Stephen? That's my question. Anyways, but Stephen, you know, it's gotten to the point to where Bertram Topham Hat's already retired, but his son don't want to take over, so Stephen gets the role, and Stephen meets his wife. They have their it's the late CGI era, or it's the CGI narrow gauge engines because we love them. They actually make more sense than their fucking like model series parts, just a little bit. So that's just my formal opinion. Anyway, but the point is that Stephen Topham Hatt is technically Bertram's grandson. So who's the Topham Hat between Bertram and Stephen?
Stephen Topham Hat is technically Bertram's grandson.
they have it, and all the engines come to the wedding, right? And the wedding's at the transfer yards. So I don't know why they're doing it at the transfer yards, but Carl comes along because Thomas got invited. You know, Thomas is Topham Hatt's #1 engine, so of course Thomas is going to be at the wedding. But I have the wedding at the transfer yards, and there's Barry the barbecue car. And, Carl came along with Thomas because they're good friends. Percy's there too. And Carl's sitting at the platform at the transfer yards, and here's fucking Barry the barbecue car at the platform too.
Who the fuck are you?
You, but better. I don't know why. It's just extremely funny. We basically created 2 goddamn characters.
Hold on, guys. I'm doing something real quick.
You think the owner of Bob? Do you think the owner of Bob has a guinea pig named Simone de Beauvoir?
Sure, let's go with that. And the owner was once friends with Mr. Jolly.
It's like their wife, Mr. Jolly's ex-wife.
We should not be allowed this power, guys.
We should not be allowed to vote.
I know who I'm voting in the 2030 election, or the 2029 election. Barry the barbecue car or Carl the cake car.
Guys, I can't believe I'm doing another one of these, but I just had to have ChatGPT write the Carl and Barry clash. And I was literally just typing in all the stuff you guys were just saying with like the wedding at the transfer yards. I had to.
I bet Steven's wife, whoever it was, I bet she was.
Oh,
Jane. No, yeah, that's right. Jane Brown is Stephen Topham Hatt's wife. So I bet Jane was probably pissed the fuck off. Like, why the fuck are we having our wedding in the transfer yards and not somewhere else?
Didn't one of the Hats marry his cousin?
Yeah, it was Stephen. Stephen married Jane, and they were only cousins by marriage.
Oh, phew.
So they weren't biologically related.
The
Okay,
idea of
guys,
the
look at
Topham family
Discord.
being like a
Look at Discord,
Alabama
guys.
style.
Look at Discord. Carl and Barry at the transfer yard. It was a special day on the island of Sodor. The wedding of Sir Topham Hatt and Lady Hat was being held at the transfer yards, where the standard gauge and narrow gauge railways exchanged goods. The engines were busy delivering decorations, food, and other supplies for the grand event. Carl the cake car had been temporarily taken off of the Little Western to bring a delivery of frozen wedding cakes. I love how it's cakes, plural, like Sir Topham Hatt ordered like 17 wedding cakes.
He did, because he's a fat
This is Topham Hatt we're talking about.
This is exciting, Carl said as they rolled towards the yards. A wedding, Thomas, and I've got the cakes to match the occasion.
Thomas chuckled. Try not to stir up too much trouble. The last time you met someone new, Scruffy had almost ended up in splinters.
Okay, you know what's crazy? I didn't even ask it to reference anything this time. It's becoming self-aware. That wasn't my fault, Carl replied, but don't worry, I'm on my best behavior today. The next part is called Meeting Barry the barbecue car. Wait, I just realized, I think I forgot to mention that Barry is shaped like a burger, but oh well.
We'll just assume so. You can just edit it when you copy and paste it. We know what Barry looks like. That's what matters.
Here, I'm editing it. Okay.
Meaning Bear the barbecue guy. At the transfer yards, Carl's bright like Kate-like appearance immediately drew attention, but another truck caught his eye. A small narrow gauge truck painted in fiery reds and oranges with a chimney-like fixture on top. He smelled of smoke and sizzling food. He was shaped like a burger. Who's that? Carl asked. Someone do Thomas.
Baby, it's Barry the barbecue car, Thomas explained. He works on the Scarlowy Railway, delivering barbecue food for events. He's sort of like you, but, well, different.
Carl rolled closer as Barry uncoupled from Scarlowy. I didn't even ask it to include Scarlowy. It's doing...
That's lit.
So
who's doing Barry?
Well, if it isn't the famous cake car, Barry said, his tone dripping with sarcasm. I've heard about you. You think you're the star of every event with your frosting and candles. Carl grinned. Guilty as charged. And you must be Barry. What's that smell? Overcooked sausages? The other trucks and engines chuckled, but Barry wasn't amused. I provide quality food for hardworking engines and their crews. What do you mean engines? Barry retorted, I'm practical and tough. You're just a decoration on wheels. Ooh. Oh my goodness, ChatGPT cooked with the title of this chapter, Clash of the Catering Cars.
ChatGPT is becoming self-aware, guys.
Clash of the Catering Cars. As the wedding preparations continued, Carl and Barry were stationed near the food area. Carl had his cakes arranged neatly on a table while Barry had trays of smoky barbecue. Now I want barbecue. Guests started arriving and soon a friendly competition began. Step right up, Carl called out. Cool cakes for a classy celebration. Forget the fluff and grab some grub, Barry countered. Barbecue that'll make your pistons pop.
Making pistons pop.
How did the engines wander? Okay, between the two stalls amused by the rivalry. Percy and Scarlet. Why is Percy there? Tried both.
Well, we said Percy was going to be there anyways. I said
Percy and Scarlet. We tried both. I'm just gonna assume that like their crews were trying it.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't decide who was better. But the day went on. As the day went on, Carl noticed something troubling. Barry's smoky chimney was sending whips of smokes to the cakes, giving them a faint barbecue smell. I see that as an absolute win, Carl. Hey, Carl shouted, you're ruining my cakes with your smoke. Not my fault you're parked downwind, Barry said with a slight grin. This is hilarious. Oh, my God.
Hold on. I'm trying to... I've missed something. Okay, there.
I will also be making Barry... the barbecue.
You've got to at this point.
Unless we decide to just order like the play rail burger. Thomas intervenes. Someone else read for this one.
All right, I got it.
Bro does not have it.
Thomas intervenes. Thomas, noticing the tension, puffed over. Come on, you two. This is supposed to be a happy day. Can't you work together instead of competing?
Work together? Carl and Barry said in unison, looking horrified.
Thomas nodded. I get the nod. Why not? Cake and barbecue go great together. You're both here to make a wedding special.
Carl hesitated, then sighed. Well, I suppose barbecue and cake could work. Fine, but if anyone asks, the barbecue is the star. Keep dreaming, Smokey. This is great.
Dude, Barry the barbecue car and Carl are... I hope they become best friends. They've got such that great rivalry between them. It's so funny.
Barry is the anti-Carl, dude. Okay. Oh my God, it's putting in the duck thing.
Okay. Wait, ducks?
A happy ending. By the time Sir Tom Hat and Lady Hat arrived, the food stalls were hit. Guests loved the mix of barbecue and cake, and even Barry and Carl begrudgingly admitted that their foods complemented each other. As the festivities wound down, Carl turned to Barry. You know, for a smoky little truck, you're not so bad. And for a frosty fluff ball, you're not entirely useless. Thomas laughed.
I think that's about close to a friendship as you two are going to get.
As Carl was coupled back to Thomas for the journey home, he caught a glimpse of Duck rolling through the yards of an empty wagons. Duck glanced at the scene and shook his head. Oh dear. Carl chuckled. Some things never changed. I love how it just threw Duck in for no reason.
I'm gonna tell my buddy about this and be like, so we literally wrote a story and we made Duck's one character trait the oh dear.
I just find it hilarious. Like, this is the first one where I didn't tell ChatGPT to reference anything at all from the previous ones, and it still threw in freaking Duck.
Duck's the star of the show, guys.
Bury the barbecue car. So now do we need like a middle ground, a minimum gauge thing? Like a Kit Kat shaped coach or something? I don't know.
We'll figure that out later. I'm tired. I need to sleep.
Yeah, this was fun though. We need to expand the Carl lore.
Well, we'll do if we get a chance to we'll do like a full character spotlight. Like it'll just be a recording of a Discord call and I'll upload it.
Yeah.
And we'll make it about Barry the barbecue car.
Yeah, we need a Barry the barbecue car origin story. Forged from the metal found in a volcano.
I realized when my computer's been struggling so hard. Apparently Minecraft was still fucking open when I opened it like at Monday morning.
Damn.
Of course it's been struggling. Yeah, it's time for bed for me.
Yeah, I gotta
Anyways.
go.
Thank you all for watching. You guys are wonderful.
We need to record that soon because I need to get more Carl in my life.
Yeah, well,
The barbecue car.
I'll cut down the Carl segment, upload it as a separate video on YouTube.
Yes, please just make
and
this
put some music over it, you know.
Yeah.
And then
when it cuts to the Barry stuff, we need like rock music. Like, you know, I think Duncan and Barry are probably best friends.
I think it would have been better if Duncan was pulling Barry, but I don't know if ChatGPT knows about Duncan. I know it knows at least about Scarlo and Renas.
Wait, hold on. I want to test something real quick. I'm going to ask it. I'm going to open up a separate ChatGPT thing. I'm going to ask it to write a story about the Thomas character. What's a really random character? Like just a really random character. You know, I'm going to go with Reg. Let's see if it knows who Reg is.
Reg's the scrap crane.
Oh my god, it knows who he is. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta get to bed. I got crap to do.
Copy and paste that into Discord. I want to read that.
The Reg story. Holy crap, this is actually kind of good. It's got Whiff in it.
Holy shit, really?
It's got the Earl of Sodor in it. What the heck?
Oh, peak character. Yeah, copy and paste that shit into Discord. Anyways.
Okay, wait, no, this is crazy. I'm just gonna read you a little bit. My word, the Earl exclaimed as Reg carefully presented the golden plate. This is a remarkable piece of history. It belonged to an old dining car from the early days of Sodor's Railway. It's crafting like RWS like lore here, bro. What the heck?
Well, ever since the Earl of Sodor was implemented into the show, it's been lore galore ever since.
Oh my god! How did it know who Reg was? Okay, I gotta actually go. See ya. But this was really fun.
All right. Yeah. YouTube, thank you for watching. Expect a new video on Carl the Cake Car, or Carl the Cake Truck, or whatever the fuck I call him.
Car.
And then Barry the Barbecue Car. We're gonna come up with some random ass characters and go from there. All right. Thank you for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.